Oh, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe? The tribe, we are back once again. Here we are, standing loud and proud on a nice Friday evening. We have made it to the weekend. The weekend beckoneth, as they say. And there is no GAC. There is nothing. There are no ways for us to have fun today, guys. There are no ways for us to have fun, but that doesn't mean we won't give it a jolly good try. How are we all doing today? How are we all doing? I can see my boy Steve is in the chat. How you doing, Steve? Mikey Mike, how you doing, bro? Hit like or so help me God, you will R10 thuggy. R10 Thugnaught should not be allowed. It should not be allowed in these parts. We do not R10 Thugnaught. Members of the tribe, do not R10 Thugnaught. Why would you do such a thing? Steve, please don't. Hey, Cosley, how you doing, bro? What is up, Scribble? Hey, Ludog, how you doing, brother? Was finally able to beat Tier 1. Yes! Tier 1, thank you, CG. We finally did it. We finally beat Tier 1. I can call my mom. She's gonna be so proud of me. I hope you weren't tempted by the dark side of whaling. I hope you weren't tempted. Don't be tempted too much. No, will you? Oh, no, you won't. Oh, my lord. Foot, how you doing, buddy? Vexinity, how are you? Howdy, howdy, howdy. AKNB, how you doing? It should say a whiskey counter. Today I should be having a tipple of Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare, aged 10 years, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, courtesy of Mr. Carthrick. Very kind of him to purchase us not one, but two botellas of Eagle Rare. It was very nice of him. So thank you, Carthrick. But of course, shotting, if we do get round to shots today, will be Captain Morganos, which is spiced rum. A spiced rum. But for now, we will be drinking sugar-free Red Bull. Because I make bad choices in life. I was tempted, but I did not bite. Good. I'm proud of you, brother. Proud of you. Darman, how you doing, birdie? Hello, Scribble. What are the counters for? You're too young, bro. Too young. Those are for shots. Those are for shots. Those are for shots. On a Friday night, we drink. We drink. When donations come in, we drink. We doing Rust reviews today? Not planning on it. Not planning on it. No. I'll post in my Discord when I'm doing Rust reviews, which will be very rare. Because I simply don't particularly enjoy them, and I don't think the crowd does. You know? I don't know. Maybe we'll tie in shots to reviews. You know, when people donate $10, we'll do a shot and we'll do a drunk Ross review. That'll be one way for everybody to win, right? And the longer into the stream it gets, and the more rosters we get into, the worse off the advice that you will be given. Review the shots. Oh, what? Like, I have a shot of Captain Morgan's, the first one. I'd be like, that's pretty terrible. By the 10th shot, I'm like, I want to die. Why are we drinking Captain Morgan's? Hey, Yosef, how you doing, bro? Oh, thank you, Tommy. How you doing, bro? You down, Vex? Me too, bro. This is where the fun begins. Hey, Kadar, how you doing, brother? Review the shots. Please start with mine. Please start with mine. Kadar, with the subscription. Thank you, Kadar. Appreciate you, bro. What's going on, Raf? How you doing? I look drunk. I haven't had any alcohol today. Yet. How you doing, bro? What's going on, Steve? Vex coming in with the sub as well. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing great. I mean, it's Friday. I have had a piss stressful week. I've been grumpy up to my gills. Just too much. Just too much. No, Foot, it's not. It's not Rust reviews. Certainly not Rust reviews yet. What was I saying? Yeah, it's been a very stressful week, and it could be a very stressful end of year. So, but hey, listen, guys, I'm not one to moan only, all right? Sometimes we see the silver lining of things. Like this month has been my best month ever on YouTube. By some distance, I've had the most amount of views I've ever had in any given month, as well as the most amount of new subscribers in any given month out of the 5.5 years that I've been doing this. So I am super stoked about that, super happy about that, very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. Curious to know what was in the meathead giveaways? The meathead giveaways from before, from a while back. I believe everybody got $20 worth of crystals. We did that a couple of weeks back, right? Careful not to spill on that dapper white jacket. Oh, I love this shirt, bro. I love this shirt. This shirt is... Do they call it a shirkit? I don't know what they call it. It's like a thick shirt. It's like a thick shirt, but it keeps me warm whilst also being quite light. And it just feels... I put it on and I feel good. Do you know? I feel good. And that makes me a happy little clam. You know, I'm a happy little clam when I wear this shirt. Just joined the stream. I heard you doing Rust reviews. What? How the fuck does that happen, dude? Like, hi, buddy. Hi, Shizaran. It's like somebody whispers. Somebody whispers into the ether. Rust reviews. And then fucking... everybody comes out and they're like, hello, I have come for... Oh, there's my booty. I have come for the Rust reviews. What? 20 crystals and 69? Have a great evening, good princess. Wait, what 20 crystals was that? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Wump. I don't want Rust reviews. Okay, good. And tonight, more shots than any other night. I don't know, because last weekend was kind of wild. If I remember correctly, we did quite a few shots last weekend. Am I right in remembering that, guys? Did we do quite a few shots last Friday? You saw them sexy Black Friday sales, $100 for 10 out 10 mats? I did see them, yeah. Yeah. And you know what's really funny? Is you could get, like, you could buy 2 of those... And it's like, it's cheaper than just getting your Stormtrooper Luke to get you R10 mats, right? Because you could spend like $500 getting your Stormtrooper Luke up to error level 75 to get the top of Colosseum, or you could just spend $200 to get the R10 straight away. Upwards of 19 shots last week. Yeah, that's kind of wild. Lou Dog, I remember you were incentivizing us to shot further. I do recall. Thank you for your patronage, sir. Meat thought we were crazy. Fuck, yeah, Meathead joined us for a bit, didn't he? That's a brave man. Meathead is a brave man to come into a stream where there was about 115 people having a chat. Most of us were really drunk. And he there, sober, as a judge, as a nun, as a poet. No, poets are never sober. As not a poet, as a musician, they are also never sober. As an accountant, okay? He was as sober as an accountant during the reporting periods, okay? At work, at 8 p.m, because that's how they live. That was a very brave man, was that Meathead. When's the chestnuts roasting on an open fire? Jack Frost nipping at your heels. I don't know. When are we doing a chestnuts roasting on an open fire? Well, for one, I can't really have an open fire in my stream room. That would be, one, a health hazard. Two, I shouldn't be trusted with fire. Or chestnuts, for that matter. We need some eggnog in here. Get some eggnog up in this bitch. It was nice of meat to show up to prove I'm not meathead. I mean, there is that, Kadar. Yes, yes. I mean, I'm still not entirely convinced. I should be back properly after this week, aiming to be on every Friday night, just down south tonight. All good, bro. All good. You do you, man. That's his fault. If he wasn't drunk, not our problem. What's going on, V? How you doing, bro? I hope you're south. I hope the south is kind to you tonight. The south. The north remembers. But the south is where the politicians live. Good evening, Scribbles and the tribe. Good evening, Mr. Keeley. How are you, good sir? Good evening, Scribe. Tomorrow is a big American college football day with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Nifty. I'm happy to hear it, bro. I'm happy to hear it, man. Retreat day while they check out my back. Oh, fair dues, bro. Fair dues. They're gonna give you a physio or something like that? That's no moon. What are you doing, bro? Hey, brother. How are you, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Here for the roster reviews and the open mic guest chat stream. Fuck's sake, dude. What the fuck? How does this happen? How does... I'm going to whisper it again. Roster reviews. Let's see. Let's see if we're going to have like an influx of 300 people join the stream now. Loads of roster reviews. Absolutely no drunk bald Welshman. Let's see what happens. What's going on, Moon? What did everyone focus on for triple drops? I did like the exact same thing I do every day. Tried to take over the world. No, I just farmed normal shit, bro. I'll be honest. I did get some nice amounts of signal data. That was nice. I was kind of hoping I would get some Omicron pulls in there, but no. Today was not an Omicron day for your boy Scribs. I tested Ray with the wordy level 6 Datacron against a full R9 PK Hondo, and holy smokes. Yup. Mike, isn't it great? Isn't it great just dropping into ult, and then the team says, oh, yeah, I'm done. Fuck this shit, I'm out. It's more a case of seeing where it'll be going over the next few years, so I'm more aware. Oh, okay, Womp. Okay, well, I hope the prognosis is okay. So good luck for it, brother. Good luck for it. What's going on, Darth Codemus? How you doing, bro? I'm here for the roster review. You heard you were open for business. Fuck! I mean, if you want, I can tag the entire event's Discord server. No. No. I think, Kadar, I think you should. I think you should. You should just prank them, Kadar. Yeah, just prank them. Yeah. What's going on, Nikos? How you doing, buddy? 54,000 roster reviews should work, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll get... if we do one roster review every 2 seconds, you know, we'll be like, what's your ally code next? What's your ally code next? Your ally code? It'd be great. I got my early Christmas present today. I haven't had a console for 10 years at least. What did you get, brother? What did you get? I'm all good. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good, Moon. You're looking well. Been playing a lot. You've been playing again. I thought you quit, dude. Is it true we can now farm the third relic delta since the new... Oh, I don't know. That is news to me. Maybe? I don't think... I mean, you could always break it down. I can't see it being... I don't see it being farmable. It's in the Jawa Scavenger still, and you can buy it with your... You can buy it with guild currency, right? Your Mark III raid tokens. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-dum-ba. You got your Shin Hottie to 7-star ready for the bonus Zeta drops. Damn the crunch. I mean, congratulations, Shin Hottie is still great though. Someone say roster reviews. Caledon! No! Everybody's like, roster reviews! Roster reviews! Roster reviews! Account name reviews. I don't think we'll get that far, to be honest, Womp. I think we might get to account number reviews. Who's got the best Swigger account number? Just finished 3-hour work call and ready to start my weekend at 2:15. Nico, a 3-hour work call? That should be illegal, bro. You know how grumpy I get when people put in back-to-back meetings in my diary, which is quite frequently. I get very grumpy. It's you know, there are some sins that should not be forgiven. It's 9 a.m. work calls, and it's like 5 p.m. work calls. Neither of these things should be a thing, least of all on a Monday or a Friday. They should be. It should actually result in, you know, some form of fine, I think. A PS5? Congratulations, Tommy. That's awesome, bro. What are you going to play? What's the first game you're going to get? What are you going to play? Instead of roasting chestnuts, come roast some rosters. I thought you were going to say roast these nuts. But never mind. Legend says, if you look in the mirror and say roster review 3 times, you're going to summon Meathead into... Oh, I want to do that. Hang on. This is a mirrorless camera. That's basically the same thing, right? Roster reviews, roster reviews, roster reviews. Where's Meathead? Meathead, are you here? Oh wow, you're rich. What did you get for Christmas? I got 10 R10 mats and now I'm broke. Can't afford rent. We're going to be homeless. Flawed signal data. Went to farm some on triple drops. And surprised that they removed it from the Cantina farm. Oh, yeah, they hadn't removed it. What they've done is, for some reason, when you search for it through a character, you can't find it on the damn... It doesn't show up. But if you go into campaigns and into Cantina, it's still there. It just doesn't show up in the search feature. It's really annoying. Still playing, still being in the background, kind of like C, but stop making videos. That's fair, Moon. I thought you just fully quit, dude. I thought you fully quit, bro. But, welcome back. Welcome back. Are you doing any sort of content creation these days, Moon? I know you dabbled with a few things, right? My new PS5 is literally sitting in its box in front of me, but I'm prioritizing the Scribble show. It came with is that Football Club 26? Tommy, have you got Expedition 33? Undead Gentleman, thank you for the resub, bro. Have you got Clear Obscure Expedition 33? I don't know if you like RPGs, but get it. That is my advice to you. Just finished weeping after my R10. After R10ing my Princess Leia instead of Giella. You, Sith Squirrel, you did not do that. Do not tease the tribe. You were supposed to do Rolo. You have to be playing with your balls in order for it to work. 485-648-461. I mean, it's got some good repetition of numbers there, Moon. It's got some good repetitions of numbers. I like the 4s and the 8s. You've got 48, 48, but then 46, but you've also got 64. So it kind of works. And then, you know, you've got a 5 and a 1 as the third number from the first set of triplets, and then you've got a 1 on the last number, and 5 plus 1 is 6, which makes another 6. So, you know, that's a lot. Yeah, I quite like the ally code numbers. Good, bro. That is my first ally code review. Hello there, tribe. I sent another video for shot reinforcements, but we don't even have any... Wep, you're preempting, you're preloading, you are pre-coming, you are premature, good sir. Obi-Wan Cannoli, thank you so much for the resub, brother. Will your cat come live again? Or not after it? Yes, a naughty kitten. It's a very naughty kitten. Did everyone know they can subscribe for free with their Prime? They did? Guys, you should check. If you've got Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription on Twitch every month. You could subscribe to the tribe so that I could benefit and you get to have some cool emojis. And everybody's a winner. Expedition 33 is the game of the decade. It is a fucking banging game. Everybody should play it. It should be like mandatory curriculum for any gamer. That might have been Mrs. Scribble. She might have been going. Ally code review is absolutely awesome. Yeah. The best number will always be 800-8135. Boobies. Yes, that is because we all have the mental maturity of a 5-year-old. Boobies. Oh, don't worry, Scribe. The shots will show up. I'll keep looking for them. I'll keep looking. That number is missing it. Whoa, hitter. You behave, mate. You behave. What's on the menu for tonight's stream? Hey, Genzo, 1998. What is on the stream? Me? I don't know. We were thinking about doing ally code reviews. We were flirting with the idea of doing ally code reviews. Apart from that, we're gonna shoot the shit, drink some whiskey, see what the tribe's doing. You know what I'm saying? Expedition 33, bro. It is a banger. It is a banger. I finished 10th place in the Colosseum and I got 500 error currency instead of 1,000. Clone Rufus, that you were robbed, bro. You were robbed, sir. Doop doop doop. Super Raf, if you sub with Prime tonight, you will get a roster review in 2029. Just imagine how much time you've got to prepare for it. Doo-doo. 5 is pushing it. I nominate anyone but me for ally code reviews. 5 is pushing what? Sounds cool, mate. I mean, you know, we are just chilling here on a Friday night. We'll probably have some guests on. We'll chill with people. We'll chill with people. We'll have a good time. Everybody will come away thinking that they are enriched. Enriched. What is this announcement? Huh. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Yeah, that's something I can read later, I think. Sorry, I got pinged for something. It's all good. It's all good. Did you see the $100 pack for half a Relic 10? I did. Karth bought 3 of them immediately. Mental maturity, I'm like -8. A roster review until 2029? That's a long roster review. Where do I sign? No. In 2029 it happens. What's my favorite whiskey? Do us a top 3. Usually the whiskey that's in my hand is my favorite one. Fancy a whale or fail on the current packs? No, I don't really want to spend. I've spent far too much money this month. I had to buy basically £1,000 worth of hardware upgrades and like £600 on new blinds, and there was something else that I spent too much money on that I can't remember. So I'm kind of broke. I hope it's whiskey. Hey, brother. Can I get a roster review? I have a very unique... No, roster review... Listen, dudes. Roster reviews are old hat. We are doing ally code reviews. That's where the brain is at right now. Ally code reviews. If anybody has got like a really interesting... If anybody's got like 420696969 or something like that, that guy will win. Obviously. I was wondering if you could do a video in the future covering the best recommended teams for Rise of the Empire. That's a decent question. I mean, I could. I don't know if there's much of a market for it. Whenever I put out rote content, it doesn't do particularly well unless it's, hey, this is how you unlock Zepho. This is how you unlock Mandalore. This is how you do the Reaver mission. Did I do a Reaver mission video? I can't remember if I did a Reaver unlock mission. Did I do a guide on that? It would have been a while back. Somebody donated something.
Anonymous tipped £10.
Thank you.
We drink, pal.
Thank you, Anonymous. I will have a wee drink. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, I still got some energy. Drink. $600 on blinds? That's like 1.5 gear 10s, not even relic 10s, just gear 10s. Dude, would it surprise you to know that that was 50% of the blinds? Because we paid a 50% down payment and that was the 50% outstanding. Nobody told me shutter blinds were so expensive, dude. They do look pretty though. My grandma says my ally code is cool. Does that count? No. I will be the only one true arbiter of truth when it comes to ally code reviews. My ally code is 6969696996. Can you review me? No. I can't, because that's clearly a lie. Yachid. Ha! Hey! Shema. I think that's the right button. Oh. Have to reinstall stuff. Blah. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. All right, let's try this again. There we go. We've done one shot. Congratulations. Thank you, Anonymous, for your kind donation of pickling my liver. A pickled liver. Where's my drink? There's my drink. Serious question, though. Why do we let Swigger get away with their pricing? Or did we just let the market decide, so to speak? Because, dude, honestly, Moon, I don't know if you saw my video recently around how many people wailed on Stormtrooper Luke, but it's still kind of wild. They basically easily made $1 million in a week from Stormtrooper Luke, and that's just the error levels. You know? It's wild, dude. Thank you very much for answering my question. Cheers! Datch, I don't know if I did answer it, but thank you. You're welcome. Or I'm sorry. They've done crazy stuff before Packwise? They have. Ally code review my main. 953296833. Okay, so the best thing about your ally code is it's got 833 in it. And I'll tell you why. It's because so does my ally code. All right, so we are ally code. You know how certain towns they say twinned with. You know, this town is twinned with Liechtenstein. There are Liechtenstein these nuts. Your 833 is very close to mine, which is 933. So that means, you know, you've got to be nearly as good as me. So there you go. Dave coming in with the 50 bomb.
£50. Just because I've retired from SWIR doesn't mean your liver gets to rest.
Thank you so much, sir. Just because I've retired from Swiggo doesn't mean your liver can rest. Thank you, sir. Dave, the legend himself, has hung up his blasters. He has put aside his Kyber crystal in Galaxy of Heroes right now. Thank you, Anonitomy, for the... Anonitomy.
£10. Have another wee drink, pal.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. So Dave hung up his blasters in Galaxy of Heroes recently. He has decided that the game was not meeting his needs, as I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been teetering on the edge since this update, right? So don't blame him, but he's a kind gentleman and still comes around to punish our livers on a Friday, apparently. So thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Anoni Tommy, thank you as well, good sir. 6 in the bank now. Hoorah. Ally code review. Shit. Do you know what town Aberystwyth is twinned with? Because I don't. I can't remember. I bet it's some random German town. What town is Aberystwyth twinned with? Aberystwyth is twinned with Saint-Brieuc in France, Kronenberg in Taunus, Germany. Kronberg in Taunus in Germany, and Esquel in Argentina. It is also twinned with Arklow, Ireland, and Yusano, Japan. How and why? I don't can anybody explain to me what twinning with a town is? And it's not like they dress up the same. Do you know what I mean? What does that even mean? My ally code is 911-277-448. I like that ally code because you've got a lot of repetition. And it tickles my neurospicy brain, Super F. What's the way to get roster reviews? Who knows? We're still trying to figure it out, dude. Here comes the shots. Yeah, Kadar, they're getting there. They're getting there. We've got 6 to get through, buddy. When they're going to put new characters in Galactic War Currency Fleet... They've done it occasionally, Yosef. They have done it occasionally. Because they added, like, some Night Sisters recently, didn't they? And they added Omega. They added Omega recently. Your ally code is 295688345. That one's just not doing it for me, Carson. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sure it's a very good ally code. I'm sure it's treated you well over the years. Fully depends on the adjustments they make. We never got to test it in the RD testing. Yeah. Don't know what you're talking about, Kadar, but yeah. I mean, twinned or octupled. Yes. Octupled. Same vibes in a different country. It's like, yeah, do they also have really fantastic views of the Bay of Cardigan? No, they don't. Fucking liars. I know what twinning with my actual identical twin is, but with the town I'm not so sure. I don't think there can be biological twinning of towns. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Seattle's twin is Kobe, Japan. Not the basketball player. 789673533. It has a 67. It has a 67 in my ally code. Therefore, I deserve a review. The review is only of the ally codes, guys. I thought we made that perfectly clear. Twinning isn't a threesome with twins. I know, I was surprised as well. Was looking up a guide for Raiders of the Outer Rim job and was wondering if you have financially recovered yet. Also, chat looking for minimal R9 to get through the event. Have I? Yes, I have. I tell you why I've financially recovered. I've financially recovered from R9ing those droids because this month they've just like rerun all the error battles. And I was literally I was drowning in R9 mats. I was like, oh no! What am I going to do with all these R9 mats? And the 2,000 crystals were dropping on my bald head. It was great. Like, I genuinely was very happy. I've R7, 8, and 9. I R9'd my slacker. Everybody else is like, what took you so long, bro? I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I know how to get roster reviews, Carthrick. Don't lie to me, sir. If I don't know how to get roster reviews, you certainly don't. Apparently, Twin Town is a form of... Hang on, wait. Is a form of legal and social agreement between two geographically and politically distinct localities for the purpose of promoting culture and commercial ties. Thank you for the clarity there, Bay. But I grew up in Aberystwyth and I never knew it was twinned with like 6 different towns. So how? I don't know how, unless it's just paying lip service. Is it shots or bribes or both? Both. Both is good. Both is good. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for a detailed breakdown on how to make it happen. The low monthly payment of $69.69. Monthly subscription of $420 for the extra spicy stuff. I forgot my ally code between the moment I started watching the stream and now. I have that effect on people. They forget their PIN codes. They forget their 401ks. They forget their social security numbers. They forget the birthdays of their children. None of that is true. I also just made all that up. You did my roster review last year and I'm 4.5 mil? I had 4.5 mil and now I'm at 8.5 and I own GAC even if my enemy is at 10 mil pup. Unstoppable is quite literally unstoppable. You are an absolute mad lad, brother. Any Black Friday deals? Probably loads of them. Probably. I haven't bought any because aforementioned spent stupid money this month. Here's Papa's ally code 861638352. Dare to review. 861638352. I don't know why you wrote out the last 2, but it's throwing me off, Steels. Keen for a review of my free-to-play ally code 265931. Oh, I love it. I'm sorry, it's got 931931. Dude, my main account is 816933933, and yours is 861, which is my first 3 in a different order. And then you've got then you've got 931931 and mine's 933933. Dave, your free-to-play ally code is so freakily close to my main ally code that you have to win. There we go. Aberystwyth Xmas Lights is on this Saturday. Is it really? As in tomorrow? I will not be there. I will be in Cardiff. I'll be in Cardiff meeting up with my brother to watch the rugby match. And Wales will lose. Do I get a roster review if I do a threesome with twins? I think you get a round of applause. It's all a pile of pish. I see. Lampeter was recently named as one of the most boring towns in the UK. To be fair, I do find Lampeter kind of boring. It's quite pretty though. I do say that the only time I see Lampeter is when I drive through it on my way home. So it's not like I really have an exposure to it other than, what a quaint little town. But it does strike me as a quaint little boring town. I bet I've just pissed off all the Lampeterites in the world. I got a PS5 in a good Black Friday deal at Curry's. Good for you, bro. Somebody told me if you R10 Django, Scribe will review your ally code. If you R10 my Django, I will review your ally code. I promise you. What about my... That's mine, Womp! You think I don't know my ally code? I know my ally code, you son of a bitch. I think Wales will win that one. Mate, Mate, I've lost all faith. Definitely get an attaboy. Quite literally clapping. Can I have a roster review if I bed enough? How many twins do I have to sleep with to get a roster review from a bald Welshman? Now we're asking the real question. Now we're asking the real questions. Only 325 more error currency before I can buy the Carbonite Lightspeed token for the first time. It's like popping a cherry, right? My code is 8675309. Jenny, you're the girl for me. What? I haven't been to the UK in forever, and all I remember is Legoland. That is what we are known for. Lampeter, more like Dampeter, am I right? More like, fuck, I can't think. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's most of Wales. Whales always win. That's why Karth likes us. It's because he likes Wales. He identifies as a whale, which means he likes people from Wales. We've cracked the code, and with that bombshell, I'm going to have another shot. Courtesy of Dave or an Anony Tommy. Anony Tommy. Anony Tommy. We like to drink with Scribbles, because Scribbles is our mate. And when we drink with Scribbles, he gets it down in a shot. That wasn't too bad, actually. That was okay, actually. That wasn't so bad. I don't know why people complain about this. I know you have much more G penis than I do. My G penis is much bigger than your G penis. Yes, unstoppable. But we have the same number of Relic 10s for sure. I don't know if that's true, bro. I have 0. I haven't applied to Relic 10 yet. Scribe, thanks to your advice, I maxed the personal track for the raid. Thanks. Yes, bro. Smashing it, dude. Congrats, brother. How's Aberystwyth? And how do you pronounce that? It is pronounced Aberystwyth. Or if you wanted to be really, really Welshy, you could say Aberystwyth. And that is my hometown, and it's a lovely little town. Or at least it was. You know, it's suffering from what all small towns, I feel, suffer from these days, which is online retail has kind of killed a lot of retail high streets, particularly independents. So, you know, like the local town's economy, I think is certainly struggling a little bit now. You don't see nearly as many independent stores on the high street. It is boarded up shops half the time. It is Poundlands and Claire's Accessories and Burton's and shit like that. And that's kind of depressing to see. It's kind of depressing to see. But it's still a very pretty town. Full of drunks. Where do you think I got it from, guys? What are you having shots of today, Mr. Scribbles? Today, Andrew, I will be mostly drinking Captain Morgan's spiced rum. And no pants. Got your layer to Relic 10 for a resilient GAC defense. Damien, you're a badass. Just got Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon to R9. Fuck yes, running bald man. You should totally give me a roster review. My ally code ends in 69. Dude, I told you, roster reviews are hackneyed. Alright? Only hacks do roster reviews. We do ally code reviews before it's cool. I'm working in Aberystwyth, and let me know if you're back for Christmas. We'll smash some quick whiskeys and Downies in Downey Vaults. Oh, mate, bro. Hey, dude, if we're going to Downies, we're doing some Admirals, mate. Okay. If we're going to Downies, we're going to do it properly, and we'll do an Admiral. But I will be back in Aber, but it won't be for a couple of weeks yet. How's it going, mate? What I'll send? I haven't done one yet, partial, bro. So it's Aberystwyth. Sounds like my hometown. Fair. My Aberystwyth and Tulltine. Silky, you cheeky son of a bitch. Tulltine the 9. There's a crystal shop on the high street now. Does really well. It's literally just selling shiny stones. It's not an offshoot of Stars, is it? It's not an offshoot of Stars. Stars has been there forever. Jiggity, how you doing, bro? People like shiny things. They do. I got Ahsoka tank tattoo today. An Ahsoka tank tattoo. I'm confused. What's an Ahsoka tank tattoo? Ally code review 594838569. I like the repetition. Is it just because I'm mildly autistic that I just like the fact that you've got like a repetition of 5 and 9? I don't know. I don't know. I think that's the case. Oh. Oh, sorry. It's not an Ahsoka tank tattoo. It's just an Ahsoka Tano tattoo. Sorry. I should have made that connection, bro. I should have made that connection. That's cool, bro. Can't stand rum. Whiskey only and US Canadians, and us Canadians, sorry, make some of the best whiskey out there. Is that right? Is that right? Because there's a lot of people that claim they make a lot of nice whiskey. There's the Scots, the Irish, the Japanese, American bourbon. You know? Now the Canadians. Big G penny, but no balls to do R10. Rate my ally code out of 10. 627, 457, 525. I like it, actually. I'm going to give that a solid 7. And you know why I like it? I like it because it goes 627, 547, 525. It's like, it feels like it's got rhythm to it. It's got bounce to it. It's like it ends in the 7, ends in the 7, and then it goes 525. I like it. I like it. My ally code wins 867-530-009. I like the 009. All right? Makes you sound like you're part of MI6. All right? I do like that. The rest of it is forgettable. I'm sorry, bro. 867-530. Nah, I'm not about that life. Got to get on the Lamb's Navy Rum. Lamb's Navy Rum. Not pusses? Not pusses? I hope the tattooist was not confused. Yeah, he drew a tank. I'm sitting on so many Relic Zeros. Any advice? Bo Mando Rex or Relic Zero with the same? Same with Afra and Array. Yeah, get those Bo Mandos up there. Get those Bo Mandos up there. Become part of the 2%, baby. Let's go. Who cares about whiskey when you've got a nice beer? Okay, so listen. The buzz you get from whiskey and the buzz you get from beer is very different. You know? Like, typically speaking, if I'm going out on a night out for a drink, I'm not going to be sat there drinking whiskey at the bar. Okay, I'm not that cool yet. I'm not that cool. If I'm going out for a drink, I'm going to probably be having beers, right? Unless it's like a sit-down meal. We've had our meal. It's, you know, we've finished. Maybe then we're going to have some whiskeys, right? Or maybe a brandy after, you know, pucker. But if you're going out, yeah, sure, you drink a beer. But a beer is quite heavy, quite gassy. Whereas a whiskey is not. My problem with drinking whiskeys on a night out is I'll drink it too damn fast. Like, you'll drink a whiskey way quicker than a person's going to drink a pint. And then you're smashing them, and then you are smashed. And that's never a good thing. Did I ever meet Gwilym, the landlord from Harley's? I heard he passed away not long ago. No way. Life is short. I did, yeah. Of course I did. I mean, Aberystwyth is a town known for being so small and having more pubs than people. I think it's got like 47 pubs. When you consider the size of Aberystwyth is very tiny. It's got like, what, 15,000 population, and it's got 47 pubs. It's kind of wild. Rate my ally code 186-973-717. I like the 717. The rest of it, nah. Sorry, bro. Ally code cheerleading. I'm 007. 0 Gaquins, 0 R10s, 7 times snipes just before payouts each week. Yes. Honest opinion on Pandaren whiskey? It's okay. It's hard to have an honest opinion of Pandaren whiskey because they've got about 20 different variants. And I'm probably underselling it. There are so many different types of Pandaren whiskey out there. Some of them are good, some of them are shit. Well, I wouldn't say shit. They're okay. They're okay. You can get some really nice Pandaren. And then you can get some, you know... It's like, my favorite rum is Mount Gay XO rum. If you can get single cask Mount Gay rum, that's really, really nice. You know, for like a mid-priced rum. It's not like fancy rum. It's like mid-priced. That's really nice. But in the same vein, you could get like Mount Gay Eclipse. And Mount Gay Eclipse is just fucking terrible. It's horrible. 929-169-559. Fucking banging ally code. Look at all those 9s. 929, 169, 559. Fucking yes. Smashing it all day long. 729-821-886. It's reminding me a little bit of too much of the old 118 adverts. 734 456 164. I like the 4s and the 6s. Lots of 4s and 6s. That's good, Womp. 735 171 229 229 735 171 229. I don't know, Silky, bro. I don't know, bro. And you aren't 20 shops deep. Slack! How you doing, bro? How's things? How's business, brother? Hey, listen, dude, it's not a gack night. I'm not expecting shots galore up the wazoo and the whoozits. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting chill vibes tonight. Maybe we'll hit a 10 bomb. Maybe we'll do 10 shots tonight if we're lucky. I mean, that's only 3 more donations of a tenner. So let's tentatively hope that we hit the 10 bomb, and we'll go from there. We're taking off the shirt. Ba-da-dum bum, ba-da-dum bum, ba-da-dum bum, ba-dum bum. I can't swing this. It's not enough room. Just throw it on the floor instead. How you doing, Slack? Love you, bro. My account is 11 million GP, and I've been playing for one year. Be cool for everyone to see what you can do with money. Fuck, bro. 11 million GP in 1 year. My boy Whales, he's got Carthrick money. What's your favorite eau de toilette? I don't use eau de toilette. I've got some. I think I'm rocking a Hugo Boss at the moment, and I fucking love it. It's nice. It's nice. I'll take the ally code rating for the bourbon. 353-538-441. It's okay, actually. I like the 353 and the 441. The 538 needs some work. When you run out of whiskey, of course. Of course. Shazrog, thank you for the resub. Rate my ally code 343-336-179. I like it. I think it ends a little bit weak. The only thing that I can say that it tickles my fancy on is you've got the 343 and the 336, and that's cool, right? The 179 is where it lets it down. However, in my brain, that middle section that goes 336, all I can see is if you add 3 to 6, you get 9, which is the last number of your ally code. And that pleases me. That makes me feel a little bit warm inside. You know, 3 for 3, 336, 3 plus 6 equals 1, 7, 9. Nailed it. I like it. It's good. Thank you for the sub, bro. Azazel King with the sub with Prime. Thank you, sir. Please recommend my first R10 based on my ally code. Based on your ally code? Thugnaut. Excuse me. Genuine question. Is it still 2% of people who have Bowmando? It's not. No. It was never 2% of people that have Bowmando. It was always 2% of people that would bend Bowmando over a barrel. All right? Drinking business commenced. The shirt is off. Oh, okay, sorry. No, I'm not going to take that one off. Not my flabby body underneath. Not doing that. Might I suggest taking a shot every 10 minutes of stream time? I think that's reasonable since we don't have GAC tonight. Super Raf, I think that is a good shout, but that would mean we're coming up to minute 50, which means I would need to be on 5 shots. I'm not fucking necking. I'm not necking. We'll do 1 now, okay? How about that? We'll do 1 now. Actually, I'm going to fill it now, and we'll do it on the 50-minute mark. All right, tribe, we'll do 1 every 10 minutes, and I'll start a timer. Whoo! Where is my timer? Countdown timer. I think I've lost my timer. Web gifting 1 membership out to the Scribble Gaming people on fucking YouTube. Thank you, Web. Love you, bro. Oh, we've hit 50. Yachid. Ha! Thank you, sirs. Yachid. We do love pleasing Mr. Scribble. Thank you, buddy. If you could pay 200 crystals, what would you change your ally code to? I actually really like my ally code. It's 816933933. I think I've got a banger of an ally code. You know? Because, like, the 9 and the 3 and the 3, and then the 933. 1, it's repetition. Yeah? 933933. Really easy to remember. But also, like 9 is divisible by 3. 9 is divisible by 3, and it happens twice. And 816, like 8 plus 1 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. I'm like, it just fits so fucking perfect. It's a lovely ally code. I love my ally code. Your guides helped me a lot. Had to drop a sub on there too. Bless you, by the way. Thank you, Azazel. Appreciate you, sir. I'm glad my guides helped. I nearly fainted thinking the shirt was coming off. Oh, no. It's on my OnlyFans. when I make it. 351172221. I quite like that one. I'm not sure what. I know why I like this one. Okay, I can see why I like this one, Wep. Okay, so listen, bro. You've got the 1, right? The 351. Then it goes 172, and then it goes 221. So basically, in your first triplet, it ends with 1. Second triplet starts with 1. So the 1 goes into a 1, right? Then it goes 7-2. The second triplet ends with 2, and the third triplet starts with 2 and then ends with 1, which rhymes back to the first triplet. So your ally code is solid, bro, because it's 351 172 221. So it loops back around, and I like it. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. Found a weird account with an ally code of 666 666 666. 0 GP and doesn't play. See, that doesn't count. That sounds like an insurance telephone number. 0800 1066. How about a shot for every Prime sub that people forgot to sub with? Brule, listen, bro. I would like to maintain my liver, if that's okay. But only if it's okay with you. Only if you expect me to attack in TW tomorrow. Is it tomorrow, or is it set defenses tomorrow? Nobody knows, or I don't know because I'm usually too drunk. How about a shot for every Prime sub? It's probably a bad idea. 413-717-465. Thoughts? It was really easy to memorize. See, I can get why it would be easy to memorize. The 717 basically does itself, right? 717, 717. That's an easy part. You never have to remember those 3 digits, and then you have to think, okay, so the first digit of the first triplet is 4. The first digit of the first triplet is 4, and the third one. So it always starts with 4, apart from the 717. The rest of it, though, is kind of a mess. Maybe the fact that the first triplet second digit is 1, which rhymes with the second digit of the second triplet. So you got 717, but you've also got 4, 1, 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Helps you remember the 717. I can see why it's easy. I can see why it's easy. And then the 4 gets repeated in the third triplet. It makes sense, bro. It makes sense. I think people are beginning to unlock my spicy brain. W's for Wep. Wep is always a W. Set defense is Sunday afternoon? Yeah, but by then. Did you look up how much Relic 10 Clone Wars Chewbacca? Damien, I've not. Is it going to make me cry? If I look up how many R10 Clone Wars Chewbaccas there are, is it actually in Swigger.gg now? Because I know Swigger.gg didn't have Relic 10 data. Clone Wars Chewie. Should we check this out together as a tribe, as a team, as a unit? Stop looking at Swigger. Alright, so does player data, does this have Relic 10 yet? It doesn't, Swigger doesn't have Relic 10 data yet. It's not updated yet. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. 717 is a Boeing? That man is lucky. Only if you really care about fucking, planes. 191-118-847. You've got 118 Bay. 118 Bay, you can't, no. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I do like all the ones, and if you add 1 to 8, you get 9, which helps with the first triplet, and then the 8 starts repeating itself. I like all that business, but the problem is you've got 118, and that, as a Brit, it just reminds me of the old adverts that we used to get in the 90s or the early noughties. 118, 118, and I immediately get filled with rage. So I can't endorse it, Bay. I'm sorry. 355-222-233. LJ. Shit, that's a good one. I like 355-222-233. It starts with 3, it ends with 3. What the fuck? Carthrick coming in with the 5-bomb gifted subs to the community. Thank you, sir. We salute you. Carth, why are you gifting out 5 subs? You still joining me for a drink tonight, Carth? I think we should do this with credit card numbers. Yeah, I'm sure, Tommy, I'm sure that nothing will go wrong if people just start dropping their credit card numbers in chat. How many R10 cups? Surely that's the first R10. Slack, the thing is they released, you know, they did the R9 cup pack last year. They did an R9 Clone Wars Chewie pack for the same price this year. And they re-released the cup one. But Clone Wars Chewie is a bigger meme, I feel, than cup. Even than cup. And I put out several videos warning people not to R10 their Clone Wars Chewie, which probably prompted a lot of people to do it out of protest. Has it here? Oh, hold up. Hold up, Silky. Silky, wait. Bear with me, Carthrick. Hype train go burr. We have a hype train right now? We have a hype train right now. We have hit level 1. If we hit level 5 hype train, we will do. What will we do, tribe? I will do 1 roster review. I might do 1 roster review. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm so happy to see. Let's zoom in on this page so people can see it a little bit clearer. That the biggest R10 right now is Princess Galactic Legend Leia Organa, because she is the best GL. So this makes sense. And second is actually Slacker. Probably because he's the most common GL in general. He is the commoner. He is the commoner. Look at this. We've got 89,000 Relic 8 Slackers. 96,000. It's a numbers game, guys. JML, still got 2k. Less than half of Leia. Wow. Lord Failure. Look at all these people putting it on Revan. Guys. Okay, where's Clone Wars Chewie? Clone Wars Chewbacca. There are 143 douchebags with a Relic 10 Clone Wars Chewbacca, but there are 50,000. There are 50,000 Clone Wars Chewbacca at Relic 9. There are more Relic 9 Chewbaccas than there are Relic 9 Leia Organas. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Hang on. Let's assume, tentatively... Okay. Let's assume, tentatively, that there were 10,000... Let's say 10,680 Clone Wars Chewbacca before that pack got bought. So let's just say tentatively that 40,000 people spent $5, £200,000. £200,000 was made off a Lightspeed bundle of Clone Wars Chewbacca, probably. Probably 200 grand. What the fuck, guys? You know, what's the least R10 unit? No, I will not let that sink in. The least R10 unit is, well, at 1, there's going to be quite a lot. Mission Vow? Who the fuck? We've got an Admiral Akbar. There's one droidica. I know who the droidica is. He's in my fucking Discord. Alright, he's in my Discord and he loves droidica. There's one Jyn Erso. I mean, she is hot. There's one Sidious, because he is the Senate. There's one Night Sister Spirit. That's probably Jigabachi if he was still playing, because he said he would bone. There's one Baze Malbus. I guess it... There's one Cartho Nassi, and the disappointing thing is it's not Carthrick. It's not Carthrick. Alright. Darth Sion is one... He is literally the worst Sith tank. Why would someone R10 him? 8th brother? First Order TIE Pilot? Why are people R10ing First Order TIE Pilot? Mob Enforcer, for God's sake. Plo Koon, Greedo, Captain Rex, Captain Phasma, Snowtrooper. Fuck it, there's one dickhead who did Jedi Consular. At least Darth Talon's hot. First Order Stormtrooper. Gammo Guard. Wedge. guys. It's painful. We only hit Hype Train level 3, guys. We only hit Hype Train level 3. You have all failed. We are doing no roster reviews today. God damn it. The R10 Plo job goes crazy. I think you're probably right, Faust. I think you're probably right, bro. R10 Plo jobs probably do go crazy. R10 Ploies. Tuscan Raider. Scout and see, I don't really mind Scout Trooper as much as someone like Ayla fucking Sakura. Dacia. There's a Jawa fucking simp over here. B1 Battle Droid, they did it for the health gains, right? Tuscan Warrior, L3. L3 Lando did this, I guarantee it. Second sister. Not ninth. No. Not third. No. Second sister. The one that doesn't get used. Ever. Oh, I'll just do that one. OG Finn. Somebody beat me to an R10 Princess Leia. Guys, you guys have failed. You have failed this tribe. You have failed this tribe. You've let someone else get an R10 Princess Leia before me. You're all to blame. Eth Koth! Eth Koth. Somebody R10'd Eth Koth. And Tech. And Ewok Scout. Somebody has to tell Night Fox he's missed his chance to be the first R10 Ewok Scout. There are only 23 Relic 9 Ewok Scouts, and I'm one of them. C3... Who the fuck? R10 C3PO? He can't even hurt anybody. C3PO can't hurt anybody. Who R10 C3PO? Who did it? Was it one of you in the chat? Was it one of you in the chat? Who R10 C3PO? Come on, own up. Right now. You'll be the first R10 Omega? Slack. Oh my god. Somebody did Hunter, Chief Chirper, IG-12 and Grogu, Hoth Rebel Scout. At least it's Scout and not Soldier. Newt, send Nude's Gunray. Oh shit, we're behind on our shot. Hold up. I better get I don't have the shots up on screen as well. We're behind on our shot, guys. R10 Thuggy when? Never. Listen, guys. R10 Thug can't hurt you. Right? Yachid. Ha! Woo! Shot counter review. Blech. It's getting horrible. It's getting horrible in this business. Still got the 6 dots on Soldier? I don't think so. I think I've auto remodded out of it. My bad. Let me double check. Because I don't actually know. I imagine one of my remods probably stole all his mods. I think I solided. So, I mean, he's still relic. No, we still got the 6 dots on him. Fuck, that's a waste of some mods. Can I get an extra roll on speed? Of course not. Can I get an extra roll on speed? Of course not. Can I get an extra roll on speed? Fuck you! Let's calibrate! Fuck you, defense. Guys, why does this game do this to me? Why does this game do this to me? R10ing C3PO is still better than playing Marvel Strike Force. Moon. I might have a sponsorship for that coming up. What are you trying to do? Trying to get me in trouble? For fuck's sake. You know what? I'm going to keep that change out of spite. Pure spite. Fuck you. I was like, fucking percentile defense. I don't want none of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's do it again. Let's see. What do you think are the chances that we do this and it re-rolls defense again? as a percentile defense. If it re-rolls percentile defense again, I will do 3 shots back to back, okay? We'll just neck them. All right? Are we on board with that? Yeah? Does that sound fair? I don't know why I'm setting myself up for trouble here. If I re-roll this and it goes to defense again, I will do all 3 shots. Yeah? All right. Thank fuck for that. I'll take it going up to health. Woohoo! Do 3 shots anyway? No! You do 3 shots, Kadar. Back to back to back. I dare you. I doubled it. How about Kadar? You do 3 shots. You do 3 shots, bro. It wasn't the highest health rolls. I get it. Hold up. Fuck it. Do it anyway. What? That's not how it works, guys. You still have percentile defense reroll, sir? Yeah, there's still one on there. I don't want to waste 40... This mod is shit, guys. I'm not going to waste another fucking reroll. I'm not wasting 40 calibration mats on this bullshit. No. No, look. Instead, I'll try and get this to roll speed. Whose dick do I have to suck to get speed? Oh. Oh, fuck, that's insulting. It's because you guys are watching. It's because you guys are watching. I spend my slice in mats. It goes to potency. I'm like, oh, whose dick do I have to suck for speed? And it gives me 3 speed. It gives me 3 speed. I'm mad at this mod now. I'm mad. And it's a defense primary. Shit mod. God damn it. Alright. Okay. Let's try it again. This time, give me like 5 to 6 speed. Just do it. Fuck you with the flat health. It's trying to... Flat fucking offense? What's wrong with these stats over here, you bitch? Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you so much. Fuck you so much. Get rid of that flat health. Ah! Ha ha ha! Ha! Suck my dick. Yes! Yes! Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. There we go, baby. There we go. Now we got the 20 speed on Hoth Rebel Soldier. What? Kind of want to re-roll one of this flat offense. I want to get that last speed roll, guys. Alright, alright. Fastest soldier in the Corps. You know it. What speed is he? He's fucking 250 speed, bro. 250 speed. He's got a 20... Why does this dickhead have a 27 speed secondary mod? Why does he have this cross? Why does he have... Why? This is a 27 speed secondary mod. Why is this on Hoth Rebel Soldier? Fuck this. Fuck you. Although, to be fair, I will take that because that's a win in my book. But still, you know what? Fuck it. We roll with this bitch. I hate you so much. That's definitely lower. No, I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna get the biggest, wettest, smelliest fish. I'm gonna slap you directly in the face with it, and then I'm gonna cook that fish. I'm gonna make you eat it. I'm gonna make you eat it. Like a starfish. That means bum first. Alright. Hot Utils did that, you know it. But why is Hot Utils giving my fucking Hoth Rebel Soldier these mods? The fuck? Huh. I feel like that should be on like Treya or something. Anyway. I can't upgrade the last mod. I'm out of mats. I'm out of mats, bro. We don't have any of these mats, bro. Whoop. Buy mats? Buy mat. Just buy mats. Did I not explain to you that I've spent far too much money already? I'm going to whip out the old Eagle rare as D's nuts. Let's go big screen again so that I don't have you guys fucking around with my mods again. It's triple drops! Slack, fuck you. You buy the mats. Do you even still play Slack? I forget. I think you finished playing, right? Are you still playing that DC Legends thing? Dark bumholes. Gotta let it set on the tongue. What's the stupidest game you've ever spent real money on? I had a phase on fishdom, but never spent on Swigger. You never spent on Swigger. I've spent ridiculous money on this game. Not quite Karth levels of ridiculous money, but I have spent ridiculous money on this game. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ah, yeah. I spent money on... There was a mobile game that I played, and I can't remember the name of it, but I used to really like it. And I spent like $2 because it gave you the... It gave you the ability to do something. That's when people do monetization correctly. You know, when people do microtransactions the right way. You'll have like a hero battler. Imagine CG monetized 4 times combat speed. Right? Picture it like this, yeah? We've got 1, 2, or 3 times combat speed. Imagine 4 times combat speed was an option, but you had to pay $2 to get it. Right? You'd be like, it's a bit shit for you to lock behind 4 times combat speed behind $2, but at the same time, it's just £2. It's just $2. You'd be like, well, fuck it, you know what? You just spend it, right? You would just spend the $2. And if we think about that in like the broad terms, we have about 400,000, 450,000 active players. If everybody did that, that's 900,000. That's nearly $1 million that they could just do with 4 times speed. Do you know what I mean? If battles didn't have timers, then that's reasonable. Otherwise, it's so... I don't think it's pay to win at all. I don't think it's pay to win. How many battles, realistically, do you lose because of timeout that would change because of 4 times speed? I think it is incredibly marginal. I think it's incredibly marginal, the battles you would win at 4 times speed compared to 3 times speed. The problem would be is if CG started really leaning into really long animations and like timeout metas. Then it would be an issue, I feel. Also, candidly, it's $2, guys. Like, don't get me wrong, I would have a completely different opinion if it was $5 or $10 or 20, or if it was like a seasonal thing. Could you imagine if it was a seasonal thing? Buy the episode pass. For the next 28 days, you've got 4 times speed. That would be shit. That would be shit. I spent so much that I could have just paid off the last 5k I owe my truck. A bunch of glack counters need most of the time. Need most of the time, yeah, but they don't overrun. They don't overrun. I think of anything that would make simming a premium perk. Oh, that would be shit. Would you do a baking stream? I've never baked a cake. I've baked a cheesecake, but I don't think that counts as a cake. Does it? Hang on. I know cheesecake has got cake in the name, but I don't think it's a cake because it's not got a sponge. Is cheesecake cake? Can somebody answer me if cheesecake is cake? Like in the literal sense. Like Jaffa cake, for example, is not a biscuit. Right? But is cheesecake an actual cake? Cheesecake is a pie. Great Mother's Cron and Bane Cron were timeout meta? Bane Cron? Bane Cron wasn't a timeout meta. Bane Cron was I will fucking kill you in a minute. Great Mother's Cron. No. See, no, like, I disagree, because Great Mother's Cron was not a timeout meta that would be addressed by a 4 times speed. Like, if you had 4 times speed compared to 3 times speed, you still wouldn't beat the Great Mothers, because they will out-heal your damage. Like, that was the issue with that. You could be 10 times speed, you're still not winning. Right? You spent $1,000 on Pixel Heroes a few years ago. I don't even know what that is. I baked my first pumpkin cheesecake yesterday for someone who does not like pumpkin. It was super freaking good. Sorry, Frozen Italiano, I thought you were saying you deliberately made a cheesecake of pumpkin for somebody that doesn't like pumpkins. Not that you don't like pumpkins. I'm glad you enjoyed it though, dude. Cheesecake is definitely cake. All right, I'm going to Google this right now. Is cheesecake cake? No, technically, cheesecake is not a cake. It is a custard dessert. It's not custard, making it similar to tart or pie because its structure comes from a creamy, egg-based filling set with heat, rather than flour and leavening agents which define a modern cake. Cakes rely on flour and leavening for bread-like structure. Cheesecake uses eggs and heat to set a dairy-based filling, which is classified as a custard, a tart, or a pie. Well, there you go. It's not a cake. Dave, I'm sorry, bro. I hate to burst your bubble, but cheesecake is not a cake. It's a pie. It's a pie. It's a pie or a tart. You tart. Shut it, you tart. I'm going to say that to the next cheesecake that arrives on my table. I'll be like, shut it, you tart. And then eat it. Then eat it. It's definitely not a custard. I'm not on board with it being a custard. I refuse to believe that cheesecake is a custard. Custard is liquid. Cheesecake is definitely not liquid. Cheesecake is pie. Cheese pie. I demand we rename it to cheese pie. It's also not very cheesy. Do you think the Attackacron with Padme Amidala in the lead would be a good team with good Galactic Republic attackers? So, Foot. The Attackacron in my head is very dependent on the target that you're attacking, less so the team that you are using. Obviously, you need to have attackers in the team in order to benefit from the Attackacron, right? But really what you're looking for is a team that has lots of buffs on the enemy team. Because the more buffs that they have, the more damage that you do. Do you think... Oh, I've already done that one. So the cake was a lie. Gladys was right. Cheese pie sounds like something from Jack in the Box. What? Potato cakes are still cakes? I don't know. Cake is in the name. Simples. The internet is wrong. That's good logic, to be fair. It is pretty good logic. What's my favorite raid of all time? The hat. For me, it's definitely the Heroic Sith raid. I feel like the Heroic Sith raid was like the peak. It was the peak of raiding in Galaxy of Heroes. And then GLs came out and really ruined it. Like, GLs destroyed raiding in general. It's time to debate the hot dog being a sandwich again. No, it's not, Kadar. Absolutely not. No. We're not going down hot dog sandwiches. We're not going down flapjacks and pancakes. We're not doing waffles either. All right, we have exhausted this line of conversation. We've exhausted it. With all the prot-ups. The prot-ups. No, you deal damage to the enemy based on their buffs, not on your buffs. I was Peter K posting there. What? Turn big light on. German cheesecake is actually different from American cheesecake and would count as a cake. What about British cheesecake? We do cheesecake as well. Cake because of shape. What? No, Darth Codemus, that's not how it works. You can't say that is cake-shaped, therefore it is cake. There are so many things that are shaped like a cake that are not cakes. It is Friday. It's the night for those... it is the night for the... Lou Dog with the $10 bringing up to us a 4-on-4. Fuck it, we do need to do a shot. Thank you, Lou Dog. Appreciate you, sir. We're going to have to join the tribe in a second. Do I have any degenerates in my chat on Discord? Somebody check for me. Your head. Rama-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Hoorah! Thank you, Lou. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Lou. How about, are toads just ugly frogs? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But I don't judge a toad by its ugliness. All Mother Nature's creatures are beautiful. No, fucking some things are just ugly. Let's be real. Some creatures are just ugly. All right. Have you seen my face? You know what I'm saying? Hear me out. Check your DMs. All right. What's up, Carthrick? Oh, hold up. Carth wants me to call him real quick. Let me give Carthrick a call. Hey, Boo, what's up? Oh, you just wanted to have a drink, did you? No, you need more drink. Are you saying talking to me drives you to drink? Some days, yeah. I know I can be difficult to deal with. That's okay. That's okay. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving, Garth? Nothing exciting, so mission accomplished. I mean, that sounds like... I don't know. I don't know anything about Thanksgiving culture apart from that apparently you eat turkey. Did you have turkey? Oh.
No. We're gonna do ribeyes and other side dishes, and then got distracted when I took more, made a trip and had wine, cheese, crackers, while we watched Harry Potter.
That sounds fucking brilliant. I'm sorry, but that sounds like a perfect Christmas night to me. My mother would be so happy if what we did was we had wine, cheese, and crackers, watched Harry Potter, and everybody went to bed at 9:30. Like, that would be her perfect evening. Because my mother is a massive Harry Potter nerd. Oh, that's fair. What the fuck is going on right now? My Discord is being a douche. Can you speak again, Kath? I think I'm having Discord issues. You're coming through really loud for me, and I'm not sure if you're coming through to the chat. I think because of all of my settings changes, I think input device, this, you can hear me, show more outputs. Yeah, you should be going to Wavelink. You should be going to voice chat. There we go. Okay. So 1 second, Kath, Speak, dog, speak.
Speaking Z Karth? Oh, now I can hear myself.
Sprechen Sie Karth?
I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself.
Nope, no, we're good. We're good. It went away.
Can you hear yourself?
Nope, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, okay, fine. This is
For
fine.
a brief second, I could.
Okay. Yeah, you are hurting my ears a little bit, so I'm sorting that shit out.
That's nothing new.
I mean, listen, Karth. So, Karth, I hear today you've done a wee bit of a wee bit of whaling.
A wee bit, yeah, just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit of whaling.
Just a few relic 10s and some relic 9s.
How many relic 10s? What did you do and why?
I did 3 relic 10s. I did Leia, Ahsoka, and Rey.
Leia, Ahsoka, and Rey, all GLs.
Yeah.
You didn't dip at all into the Clone Wars Chewie meta then?
Not really, no. I didn't see a point into the meme. Like, I actually needed them.
Okay, fair.
Like, they'll actually have a meaningful impact on what I'm doing in GAC. So, I didn't want to waste them. But Leia and Ahsoka, because they're tanks, so they get the most stat boost out of it.
I would argue that Leia and Ahsoka are probably arguably the best R10s to do at first.
Yeah,
like, just generally
Leia
speaking.
Leia's ult's based off her max health, so having more max health isn't a bad thing.
What's going
Them
on,
being
Auntie?
tanks means they have a hard time taking them down. Leia has a revive mechanic that unless you have permanent defeats, she can just bring the team back if she kills somebody with the ult. So it makes it more of a threat.
And her ult does damage based on her max health, and she's building mastery throughout the entire battle. Like, the longer that battle goes on, the scarier it becomes. Like,
so
Leia is such a great GL.
Drawing it out longer and longer doesn't hurt. And so that was the argument for that one. Ahsoka has got some arguments for her as well, just because the longer you're stuck on Ahsoka, the harder it's going to become. The Relic 10 investment means countering her with anything outside of a GL counter gets very challenging to do. It's going to be harder to win versus like Great Mothers versus Ahsoka and things like that.
Like, Glatt is already a little bit of a timeout risk, right? But in Territory War, in particular, like the full Spectre squad with the Ommis is fucking scary. That, like... That's a serious team. It's a little bit different in GAC, but in Territory Wars, it's an actual threat. So if more relics is going to make it more gooder. Even if she's not the highlight, there's still plenty of like the old Watts Glatt setups that you see in GAC. There's still a timeout risk there. Yeah. So R10 is just going to exacerbate the issue, right? So
that's going to push it even further in 5v5. Specifically is that you can get away with like maybe Relic or putting Watt Glatt on defense, because if they are going to have to use Great Mothers to counter it, they'll likely time out with it being Relic 10 and them having an RD of maybe 2, maybe they don't have an R9 or whatever on their
if
spirit.
They're rocking R7s, and they're doing 35% less damage, you could easily time out in that battle now. Like, that's a real threat right there.
So it gets really nutty in those respects. And then it was kind of the same train of thought for Rey, especially with the new attacker cron. But
did you see my video?
Just clapping cheeks for
like I'm taking Rey on offense. I have to.
Star Killer is going to come back in his own right too. On any buff heavy team, EP Star Killer can do a lot of things as well again, because
I haven't
he's
done testing.
Be doubling down.
But have you? I don't. Or maybe I don't know if you've done testing or had it confirmed with the Datacron. For moves that dispel buffs, does the damage boost from the Datacron calculate at the start of the attack or at the end? Because if you dispel the buffs, are you still getting the big boost beforehand, is what I'm trying to get to. Because like second special from Star Killer, for example, dispels buffs and deals damage based on the dispelled buffs. Now the Attackacron, does it do bonus damage based on the number of buffs when you do the attack, or after?
I would actually have to go do battle testing to see how that plays out.
So we've got Brule in the chat, and Brule is a massive fucking nerd. He says you do. So you're saying the bonus damage is calculated at the start? Because Brule he's a more chromium leader, basically. So I believe I saw someone say, Carthrick, you did buy the triple. Okay, so it does get, so people like Starkiller, Boba Fett's Execute, Vader's Culling Blade, all of these things are going to do nutty fucking damage.
Yeah.
Nutty fucking damage.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to it. So
good night, Foot.
There's a lot of arguments to be made on different directions, but part of the reason why I did Rey was because I plan on trying to exploit the attacker cron for defensive purposes, because she can't really screw up the ult because it's a special ability that does AoE damage. It just ends up who she ends up targeting with it, and it could get out of hand really quickly. But with her being Relic 10, she has a greater Relic Delta value. Most people do not default to using a GL versus her. They tend to default using UFUs, and UFUs tend to be Relic 7 or 8. And so, like, I'm an RD2, and in some cases I might be an RD3 against a lot of my opponents.
So you're looking at like a 10% to 30% damage decrease.
Well, damage decrease, but the outgoing damage too.
Of course,
she slaps that down. Even if you only have a few buffs on the primary target, that could be enough to knock out 2 or 3 team members. And so it can get out of control very, very quickly. But I more or less wanted to optimize her from the defensive perspective of like making just her a little bit harder to kill. I want to force people into like getting scared of using UFUs because they don't have a full Relic 9 UFU squad, and then going in with a GL instead. So that's kind of where the mindset on it was. But unfortunately, 3v3 is going to be its own bear. I think in 3v3, just having a ton of these really high relic teams are just going to be they're going to bleed people out.
It's like the relic delta. I feel the delta change exacerbates 3v3 far more than 5v5.
Yeah,
because 1R10 in a 3v3 team is far scarier than 1R10 in a 5v5. Like, you can overcome it with a 5 team, but like if you think of it from the situation of, oh, maybe I kill the ads and I'm left with a solo R10 GL, the cleanup is so much harder when you can only take in 3 units, right? Like, it becomes a real issue. So I get it. I've done a lot of upgrading myself recently. Like, I've taken a lot of things from R5 to R7. I've bumped up a couple, like I did, I think I did Cal to R9, Cal Kestis, Jedi Cal, to Relic 9. I did Luke to R8. I took Revan and Hoda from R5 to R7. I did Slacker to R9. I've done loads of fucking various upgrades at the minute. But it's gonna shine a light, this 3v3. It's gonna be a big difference, I feel.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna have that throw phone break screen moment in threes, because it's gonna be infinitely worse in some situations, because it's the new Datacron set, so there's going to be tons of confusion about what's viable, what's functional, what's doing the heavy lifting this go around. Where the Rolocron goes away, which means you can't just whittle these bigger teams down anymore. You're kind of have to actually have firepower behind your squad, and things like Rey and Ahsoka and Leia as a solo cleanup. If you're trying to clean up with Relic 7 and lower against these things, you're going to tickle them until you time out. Like, you just don't have the firepower unless you commit another good squad to that team. And so 3v3, I think, is going to be a breaking point for a lot of people that are just going to have to either put up or shut up when it comes to how they interact with Relic. Yeah, with Relic Delta, because it's just either A, you're going to just start losing these matches because the relics are so much higher that you just can't plink them, or you're going to just have to turn around and go, okay, well, that means I need to take all my GLs to offense so I can clear the board. And so I'm just going to rely on being more efficient, which is still a possibility, but for some players, it's a bit more of a challenge when you're the underman trying to win on efficiency, is or underdog, sorry, trying to win on efficiency is always a very narrow road. There's not much room for mistake or error on those.
Yeah, I mean, I'm currently, honestly, I'm not really fucked about the R10s right now. You know, I'll let it be. We'll see where the road takes me, but I'm certainly working on the average level, relic level of my units, particularly those that I use frequently on both defense and offense. I'm bottom fluffing is what I'm doing mostly right now. But like, I tell you what, dude, I've been fucking loving all these assault battles, all these era battles they've been running again. Just been fucking, oh mate, it's been so good. Like, I'll take the 2K crystals, I'll take the 2K crystals, I'll take the Omicrons, the Gerda keypads, the fucking droid brains. Although these days I care less about the aero mags and the droid brains because I've got thousands of Kyrotech that I could just be like, I could get 400.
It doesn't take long to go through it, man. I'll tell you.
I mean, maybe for you, Karth, maybe for you, well, we have different bottlenecks.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Mine right now is actually Gerda keypads again. That's
really?
where I'm getting stuck at. Well, just 'cause there's way less access to them. You can buy, 30 a week in the weekly, and then everything else is gated into what you get for rewards and drops. But I think in the last 2 weeks I've done 20 relic 9s. So some of that has been through, buying the packs, the relic duality pack and stuff like that, and just kind of powering through. But I basically just filling in roster depth at this point of just and preparing for the end of the era is really what I'm looking at. There's a lot of teams coming out that look really interesting that I want to be performing on equal footing against what I can potentially go fight.
I'll be honest, I really, out of all the teams, I really want to hit the ground running with the Vader team. I really want to see what that does.
Dude,
and the Stranger team. I want to fuck with the Stranger team. But
yeah, that was my big thing, was getting the UFUs to Relic 10. Or Relic 9, sorry, just to get the team's equal footing. Inquisitors needed to get up there for better footing. The
what's your ally code, here? Cuff? People want to look at your account.
Hold on. I do not. I've never memorized the code.
How have you never memorized your ally code?
I never needed it very often. I never did the things that required you to memorize.
Dude, you should
the ally
have that
code.
shit tattooed on your ankle or something.
It's 598, 348, 586.
That's a pretty easy one as well. Because there's a lot of
not
eights
hard.
there. 598, 348, 586. There you go. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But I've never had if people used to do a lot of guild hopping, I never did that. I think I've been in a total of 4 guilds in the entire time I've played.
Oh, dude, you've definitely been in more than 4 guilds. Because you've
I've
swapped
been more
a little bit more than I have, and I've been in 5.
I've been in more the last 4 years than I've probably been in the last I started.
I was in the same.
No, it's been longer than that.
I went from the beginner guild into a guild, and I stayed in Rising Phoenix, which is where you are now. Funnily enough, I stayed in Rising Phoenix for nearly 5 years. And then I joined you in Ghosts. No, actually, it was 4 years. And then I joined you in Ghosts. Yeah. And that's how I was introduced to you, because you just started watching my streams because I was in Ghosts.
Yeah,
and that was
actually
a great
because
guild.
Ash brought it up that you were a streamer.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about that in the officer chat about, it wouldn't hurt to have the exposure of a streamer for potential recruitment. And so we're this guy's got no dark side GLs, but we might be able to use his name brand as marketing. So
he might be Welsh, but maybe it'll be good for us. Yeah. And I think it might have been, even if the guild folded. It was a great guild.
The first guild I was actually in was one with my brother that he made, and there was the 4 of us. So I left that. I went to Terran Host. I was there for 2 years, just kind of dicking around doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then I left and joined Ghost the 501st. And then when they disbanded, we went to MC3.
Yeah.
And then we left there and went to
Shots First, right?
shot first, Kashyyyk shot first, or whatever they.
Kashyyyk Underground, it was called.
Yeah, whatever their name is now.
They're now Kashyyyk shot first, but they were Kashyyyk Underground in Shadowlands.
Yeah, in Shadowlands. So we went there for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then that didn't really pencil out. So we went to Senate Mandalore, and
That didn't work out.
well, I just it wasn't my vibe. I was getting burnt
Which is
out, and I
fine.
wanted to sit back and take it easy. So I finally got a spot in Rise of the Fallen, which actually I love that guild. A lot of fun, a lot of a good mix of competitive and just whatever.
I know you really enjoyed them, but they disbanded as well, didn't they?
Just the same reason why 501st disbanded. Exact same reason was just the officer
Which is
burnout.
a shame, dude. It
Yeah,
sucks.
it's very challenging to keep up a competitive, especially when like everyone joins to like relax, and then you only get the same 5 people trying to spin it. So it's challenging.
Yeah.
So when they disbanded, I decided to join Rising Phoenix for a little bit and kind of see where everything landed and see how things
I'm
are
due
going.
a shot. Sorry, Garth. Let me real quick. I hope you've got your Eagle Rare, because I'm sipping on Eagle Rare right now.
I do have it. It's not what I'm working on right now. I was finishing off another bottle that I was mostly done with.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were like, I'm working on a cup of tea, and I was going to
No. I have this one actually I picked up at the store a couple weeks ago called Bardstown. But
Town sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, good.
But the
Ha! Oh shit! Wrong button. Sorry
there
about
you
that.
go.
Hoorah!
But
2 shots left in the bank, baby. We're doing good.
But yeah, so we've been doing that for a little bit, and so
we've got somebody from RP in the chat right now. Hey, Siboka. I don't know if you were there when I led Rising Phoenix, but I was the guild leader for a bit. I was a guild leader in Rising Phoenix for a bit, and an officer before that. But I was in RP for 4 years. So, and my best friend is still in RP. So, and my real life best friend. So.
Yeah, but so a lot of this is just getting things ready for the end of the era. I got 10 weeks to kind of power through a lot of teams, so I'm taking things a little bit more aggressively than I would normally do with relic investments. But I kind of want to hit all these teams on the ground running just to kind of see what they can do.
Yeah, of course.
I'm excited. I'm excited to do the new Boba Fett with Asajj. I'm excited to do the new Vader. I'm excited to do the Stranger. I'm excited to do. The Barriss one doesn't it excites me, but also does at the same time, because her kit is so stupidly good for Inquisitors. I think you lose Fifth Brother before you move Barriss to the Seer squad. Like I honest to God don't think.
Sorry, say that again. Hang on. What?
Oh, for the Inquisitor Barriss, I think her kit's good enough to replace Fifth Brother on the squad. Most counters.
On a full 5v5 Reaver team.
Yeah, in a full 5v5 Reaver team. I think she's got a very powerful kit. The revive prevention's pretty obnoxious too.
Revive prevention on any team is a really good shout. What do we normally use to counter Reaver?
Usually it's going to be your Phoenix squad if you don't put Marek there.
Okay, so it doesn't do anything for Phoenix. If you put in Marek in the team, obviously, sure. Yeah, but like, I mean, you don't need Inquisitor Barriss for the team then. I'm trying to think of what else. If it's got Marek, what are we taking? We're taking teams like fucking Sirufus. I don't think that changes if they've got the revive prevention. Offense, it might change things. Offense, maybe you beat some stuff that you don't normally beat.
Well, so the big thing with her is
it'd be great versus Rey, wouldn't it?
The big thing with Barriss is that she has a lot of stuff that's tied to the Inquisitors on both her abilities and her unique. Her unique reflexive.
Oakley is asking: does Inquisitor Barriss stop all revives or just your opponents? Because does it stop Reva
allies
reviving?
allies and enemies? So it would stop. It would prevent Reva's hatred.
Okay, so it actively hurts Phoenix then, as in it helps Phoenix in that sense, unless you throw in Marok. But
it depends. It depends on what you're looking at, though, too, because reflexive mercy also, whenever Inquisitor allies are critically hit, that ally recovers 10% health and protection, and the enemy gains purge. So you might time out trying to work through certain things.
Yeah, the gaining of purge will trigger GI as well.
Yeah. But then just a couple. I mean, she just has some interesting mechanics. I'm not saying it's better or worse. It's interesting to kind of see which one's going to be the higher, like which one's going to do anything useful, I guess. But I mean, they say that she's supposed to go with Sirufu in the in 5v5, and so if that's where it works, that'd be interesting. But then outside of that, the Vader team is the one I'm trying to spend brain power on putting together as to what is the best lineup for it.
Don't use her on Dathomir. Dathomir
for the TB.
Oh, for TB? I mean, yeah, because you will like it's only because the damage output from the enemy team is just so obnoxiously high on Dathomir. Like a casual shit unit just basics you for 300k. You're like,
yeah. Their stats are a little out of control. They're a little out of control out there. Just, having Slacker get critically hit by like Nices or Acolyte for and one shotting him is really, 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 really dumb.
It is like that whole setup is like, that's probably one of the more frustrating planets. I don't like that one, and I don't like, I think it's one of the light side planets that has the purge troopers. What one is that one with the revives?
Braca.
That one sucks dick. It's just like, oh my god, I've got these like purge troopers with their mass assists doing stupid damage, and they keep on summoning the IPD that blows up, and they have 5 revives that you can't prevent. It's like fucking.
You can
prevent it. You just can't.
It's just not very many light side teams have that capability.
Yeah, it's just irritating, dude. It's just a stupid fucking planet. Jedi Master Mace Windu stops the revives, sure, but that's one team. And you have to do like 3 battles. They're just annoying. And then there's that fucking Mara Jade fucking one where the damage is just obnoxious. And I'm like, I'll just take Spectre there and auto it.
Just put the Ami on your Finn team and take him to Relic 8, and then boom.
But my Finn is Relic 5, Karth. Like, honestly, at this point, dropping the Ami on Finn is easier than the Relic 8. Like, I could stomach the Ami. I can't stomach the Relic 8 Finn.
No, for everything that you need to do, it makes 100% sense as to why that's not worth your time.
Our guildmate, Emperor Zerko, is Rising Phoenix. I know, and I'm really sorry about that, Delman. I'm really sorry. Wail harder. Listen, dude, I've wailed enough on this game. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful for everything that I have from this game, and we've had a very successful month on YouTube. Long may it continue, I hope. I wish to become bigger and bigger and bigger within the YouTube universe. Maybe one day I'll catch up to Nooch. Nobody's catching Arnold, obviously. That's never going to happen. But this game provides sustenance to my family that is desperately needed, so I'm very grateful. But that doesn't necessarily mean I want to keep spending more money on the game.
Well, especially with the new system for it.
Yeah.
Like, I am not excited about that at all. I've got basically 2 lines of testing that I'm working on right now, which is basically the one is get to era level 45 and see how you do over the course of an era by that a little amount of spending.
I think that's the thing, is like finding the entry point, that like the cheapest barrier to entry. What's the minimal level of investment that you can make to still maintain top 10? Kadar with the $10. Thank you so much, brother.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be one of those things to where, as the longer it depends on how the era ends up being received. But what I can tell from right now is the longer the era is around, the more people are willing to spend that extra 30, $60 to get just high enough in the leaderboard to place top 10. Once you're to like, if you're maxed out level 80 right now, there are very few people that are going to 75 and 80. Very few people. But there's usually enough for those people to be the top 5. Unless you have a shard that's just full of unfortunate whales, then you're screwed no matter what. But I have a lot of people that like they hit somewhere, they stop right around 50 to 60, somewhere in there they stop because it's good enough to keep them in the top 10. And I think that's where their era level of spending is. The only thing that is annoying me, and which we'll find out more about this when we get to IG90's marquee event,
which is on Tuesday, right?
On Tuesday, yeah.
Yep. Is the episode quest to get the Aero Challenge feats going to be a possible? Yeah. So Gavin, so obviously this first one that they did, they were like, get 3 episode quests complete, right? And free to play can barely do the first tier. By the end of the week, people should be in free to play positions, be able to hit level 15, and they should be able to beat the first tier. But that's only 2 feats. However, in 2 weeks' time, we're going to have one as well for IG90, and combined, both of those will push you over the edge. Is it a shit thing to do? 100%. They should have done complete 1 feat or 2.
Hold on.
So that you can actually get it done.
The other side of the coin is that we went through the first week of Coliseum without the fix.
Yeah.
And so once the fix happened, people were able to progress
fix, Garth? How many fixes?
Well, all right. The big one that came earlier this week, where people were able to progress
that made
much further,
difference. That made a massive difference.
1 damage. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Is that was once that was fixed, people are able to kind of push a little bit. I think people getting close enough to do tier 2 in the first week was manageable, right? Like, because you need to be level 25 for the second tier. I think if that had been the case since the start of eras, we had that for the entire week prior to the era challenges going live, I think people would have reasonably gotten at least to the second tier to be able to get it done on the first week of it. But we know in about 9 days there's another one coming for IG, and you should be able to clear tier 1 more easily even than you were.
I've just realized that I need to do another shot. Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm supposed to be doing them every 10 minutes, although in 20 minutes I'll be done apparently.
There you go. But yeah, it's just a little shite, but I mean, it's manageable. It'll be done before the era is over. People will survive.
Yeah,
not a big deal. But the but yeah, it should be okay.
It should be. Shots are unforgiving. They are, Super Ref. But we've only got 2 left in the bank. I'll be joining in with the rest of the degenerates in my chat.
Over.
You want to hop over now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hop over. I'm not sure who's in there at the minute. Let's have a look. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Howdy doodle, ladies and gentlemen, you bunch of degenerate fucks. Those of you that want to get on the old... oh my lord, these guys over here. Who's on video right now? You
I mean,
bastards.
I can change to video. I just
listen.
Wasn't gonna
people like
time.
to see people's beautiful faces. Okay, if you don't want to be on face, you don't got to be on face. But know that I think lesser of you because I have a designated channel. Yeah, I know you're away from home in the minute. I do have a designated channel called Bunch of Cunts, as I so fondly tell you every time we do this. There's a reason why I've got the Bunch of Cunts page. It's because you're all a bunch of cunts, and I love you all so much. So who have we got in the chat here? Love you too, brother. So we've got Carthrick. Drink that. See now, that's such a nice looking glass there, Carth. And he's a bold, beautiful bastard. We got Lou Dog over here with the $10 dono. Thank you so much, Mr. Lou Dog. He's got that dog in him. Thank you, brother. That's an extra shot in the bank for us over here. We've got Mr. Kadar. He's a bit of a poet, so they say.
Hello.
How you doing,
They also
brother?
call him Meathead on his time off.
I mean, he is
Don't
Meathead.
call him that.
No, we do. We call him Meathead. We've also got Mr. Teeks. So Teeks himself. How you doing, Teeks? He's a bit mute at the minute. I don't, and maybe he's lost
There we go.
VC capabilities.
Set up.
Oh no, he was just listen, bro. I'm gonna say this right now. Teeks has got quality fucking
Man,
hardware,
you glaze
bro.
me every week. Yeah, we
Dude,
can't keep
dude,
doing this, man.
Dude, it's because it's fucking true.
And
It's
hear me
because
out.
it's fucking true. Like, look at that shallow depth of field, the good mic, the good headphones. This guy fucking balls.
Bud Light.
The Bud Light,
Got the
the Bud Light cap. Yeah, exactly.
I don't
He obviously
drink,
balls.
so I had to bring something to the table, you know.
I don't drink,
It's
so
the
I brought
thought
the
that
cap
counts, man.
instead.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Brother, you're always welcome here. Hope you're good.
I'm all right. Not too bad.
Good,
Long
good.
day yesterday, man. Holy.
I mean, dude, I got to be honest, bro. I got to be honest. You say you don't drink, and you know that's all good and shit like that. I got no problems with that. But you know that I fucking drink heavily on these streams. So what is the
Hell yeah.
attraction? What is the attraction? You can't wanna chill with a drunk dude. Like, I can be pretty obnoxious when I've had a few.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. All my buddies
Okay, cool.
growing up were alcoholics. So you guys are light work compared to that.
Scribe is just such a sweetheart, you know?
Absolutely.
I am not a fucking sweetheart. I'm
No,
a
you're a
problem.
sweetheart and we love you.
Oh,
No, it is the-
thank you, Kadar.
It is the scholarly conversations in which we compose upon one another every Friday.
Listen, dude,
Nice.
the Friday nights, it's about no drama and just having a good fucking time with people from the community. So, you know, we've got Carthrick who's doing his best to imitate me with his bald head. He's doing a real good job of it. Although it's looked like the fuzz is coming back, Carth. You need to fucking have a once over.
It takes no time whatsoever.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
bet you wake up every morning and that fuzz grows back. Fuck you.
It's like the day after. It's just like It's like it's just long enough to where it doesn't catch on stuff anymore. It's like the day you shave it, it's like everything catches on your head.
Dude, if you try and wear a hoodie or a beanie the day after the day you shave, it's just it's like Velcro. That shit will stick to your head like nothing. It's like, why doesn't my normal hair stick to my head like this? No, and my normal hair just disappears the rest of the time. Yeah. And we've also got Mr. Kadar the poet. How are you, Kadar?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It was a nice quality Thanksgiving. I'm upset to say that the Green
Good.
Bay Packers won. I was hoping they would lose, but the Bears won today.
The Bears
So you're
won.
a Bears
I'm gonna
fan.
pretend that we know sports.
Yeah, sports games.
I care about sports towards the holidays. That's about it.
Well, the other side of this Bud Light hat is just an NFL hat, so I do know ball.
Okay, it's so what? Hold on, Teeks. Who is your ball team?
Manchester City FC.
Okay, that's
The other
soccer.
kind of ball.
Manchester.
but
Did you
football-
say City?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Ah, shit.
yeah.
He's a blue. Oh no. Okay, fine.
Absolutely.
disgraceful.
So yeah. Mrs. Scribbles is a blue. My family are all reds apart from one uncle.
I knew
but we
I
don't
loved
talk
your
to
wife.
him. You and many other men. No, I'm joking. Fuck, shit. She's asleep. I'm so glad about that.
I am
Fuck.
as well. I am as well. For
Yeah.
for the hand egg, it's your Seattle Seahawks. So
Is that good or
We-
bad, guys? You'll have to fill me in.
Relative?
Check out they're doing this year.
I have no idea.
it's kind of like liking Nirvana. in the
Music
90s,
Addict
you know?
says this man is a disgrace. Tell him that. Tico,
they're
I don't know
great
if you're a
injuries so far, I
disgrace
think
for
it's
the
true.
Man City comment or a disgrace for the Seahawks comment. I don't know.
That's
So-
good. I mean, no one knows the Seahawks, so that's got to be for Man City.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, fair.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Got to think beyond the world's game, you know.
See, Wep says he's a red. He's a red, and this is bad. I imagine
Hey.
he's a United fan, not a
Common
Liverpool
enemy,
fan.
bro. Screw the Scousers.
Well, that would be
Hey. You'll-
yeah. Man. Probably both. Yeah, and whereas I don't give a fuck because I don't follow football or soccer as the Americans call it.
You're a rugby guy, eh?
I'm an international rugby guy. I support
Yeah.
Wales in the international rugby matches that they play in internationals and in the Six Nations tournament, which is the best tournament on the planet. But the problem is Wales have been shit for the better part of 10 years, and it makes me cry. But I am going to watch them play rugby. Well, I'm not going into the stadium or anything like that. I'm going to watch them with my brother in a pub tomorrow afternoon with probably a hangover, let's be real. And that's okay.
Not that many shots tonight. It'll be okay.
I mean, no, I've only had 7. Normally we're in double digits at this point. Well, maybe not at this point, but normally we're in double digits. So I think we'll be okay, Tribe. I think we'll be okay. But you never know what what turns the stream may take. Only took a million games. A million games? Best way to watch rugby? What, with your brother? Yeah, hell fucking yes. So Womp, how are you doing tonight, this fine evening? I didn't think you were joining us this evening.
I wasn't meant to be. I can't sleep because the hotel is that goddamn quiet.
Oh, really?
And I mean, it's quiet.
Sorry, Garth has just given himself an animated background. He seemed really pleased with himself for a minute. It was like, whoa!
Yep.
Yeah, so the hotel is... I hate sleeping in hotels. Like,
yeah.
There's so much that's distracting about that shit.
You need to bring your own hookers. It really helps the noise issues.
Carthrick, your wife might hear.
The thing...
She is my hooker, so, you know.
Oh my God. Carthrick will... If Carthrick dies on stream tonight, know that he thinks it was worth it. All right? Bring your own hookers, says Lutok.
Yeah...
Teeks, mate. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
We needed some diversity in here, okay?
He is clearly trying to go for the Michael Jackson impression in that Pepsi commercial a few years ago.
You went with the perm.
Why not?
Now we just need my glove.
Oh my Lord.
That biopic is coming out. It looks pretty solid. It looks pretty solid.
Oh my God. I mean, you know,
no,
I don't want to get cancelled, but you know, his songs were still fucking good. All right. No, I don't know enough about the personal business, but the songs were still fucking good. So I mean, there is that.
I feel like you can like the songs without really having to worry about how you stand on the individual.
Separating the art from the artist and all that.
Yeah, and all that. It's an easier way to live life.
Yeah.
Brian May from Queen.
Brian May, no, Brian May from Queen is now grey, so you would have to have the long grey hair at that point. And let's be real, Brian May is a brilliant guitarist, but he is also fucking strange. But I imagine all rock stars are, especially from that era. So,
aren't we all strange ourselves anyway?
No, we're very normal. I mean, Kadar, I don't know where you get this idea that we are weird by any stretch of the imagination.
Probably from the fact that he lives 2 lives on a very regular basis.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, he occasionally comes in here. He acts as Kadar the poet, and in his waking days, he is just meathead, and fucking, you know, puts up with shit from the community, slides into my DMs occasionally, and asks me shit. So that's about it. Yeah,
it tracks.
Although I'm not sure if my recent videos have maybe angered CG a little bit. I don't know. Maybe they have. But that was me speaking passionately as a player of the game rather than as a content creator. I should probably touch base with Meathead about that and be like, listen, dude, I do still like you guys. I hope that's clear. But there's certain things that I have to be candid about, and there are certain changes in the games that I don't support, and I don't.
Well, I'll put it this way: if they can't take constructive criticism, then we have more problems than a little bit of egg on someone's face.
I think if any grown man can't take constructive criticism, whether it's about work or developing a really bad game mode.
I don't think that anything that I've said has been deliberately inflammatory. I haven't been trying to light fires and pitchforks. That's not what I've been trying to do. I've tried to point out where shit, in my opinion, is just kind of shit.
Yeah, I
Right.
think they can tell the difference between like actual attacks and just like criticisms that we give
I'm
them.
not trying to be a dickhead about it.
Oh no, not at all.
Just a little one, not a
I
big
think
one.
like compared to the Grand
maybe
Admiral,
I'm a
you've been a
little
sweetheart.
bit of a dickhead, but I'm not trying to be a complete cunt about it. I'm not leaning into that. But sometimes even I get to the point I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Like, you know.
Well, the update for this week helped a lot with Coliseum's perception, because it's like I feel like people are actually making progress now at the lower levels and not getting just stonewalled at tier 2 10%. So I feel like there's a lot of things that are helping with that perspective on the game. But at the same time, I feel like the unfortunate part is we built the game mode for 8 weeks from now, and the answer keeps coming back is it gets better. Trust me, bro. Like I
think that's the problem. I think they definitely did their testing at the end point where it's like, this is what it feels like when you have got 6 marquees at error level 65. Instead of testing, what does it feel like throughout the life cycle of the process? I know they want to encourage spending, and I'm okay with them. They should. Like, fucking, it probably cost them a whole heap load of money to develop this new game mode, to get it approved, to push it through. I get it, they want to make money. But the first standpoint should always be, let's make the initial impression of this new game mode to be a really fun and enjoyable and engaging game mode, rather than be, this feels like absolute shit. Because I've got a character with level 3 abilities with no way to like influence the outcome of the battle. It's like, I'm on rails. I may as well just hit auto. They should have started with the initial impression, not with the, let's see what it looks like in week 10, or week 16. But I'm hopeful that the next era we'll see some adjustments. And I know we don't have like the loaned units, and I think the loaned units will make a big difference. And I know that, maybe this, like the scaling of the leveling progression will not be quite so linear. I'm hoping that it definitely starts off a little bit more of a steep curve in game. Like, in my opinion, the first marquee of the era should immediately bump you up like 20, 30 levels. Not like 5. It should be a big jump, so you can actually use the abilities of the character, rather than it being like, oh, you do 15% more damage, and that's it. You don't get like the bonus turns. You don't get the mass assist. You don't get the you don't get the additional benefits of the abilities and all that sort of shit. So I'm hoping there'll be some learnings for next era, but I don't know. I think there were some shortfalls that would have really benefited from maybe some, player-based testing that could have gone on to give them feedback.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
To be honest, after we got the changes, that was like my first thing back, and I'm like, out of the 2 things for us to test for 3 weeks, this wasn't it.
Don't get me wrong. I think Relic Delta needed some test time. Maybe not as long as it did, but it needed some tested. It did need that foresight, but they should have done this for fucking Colosseum. Like, yeah, it should have been there. Well, I don't understand why. Maybe in their minds there was a reason for it. They must have had reasons, but in my mind, we should have had both at the same time. It's like, this is Colosseum. This is Relic Delta. Relic Delta doesn't impact Colosseum at all. There's no such thing, because it's error level based. There's no relics involved. There's no Relic Delta involved. Test both of these game modes. Test how they feel. And you know how it went with the testing process. It was a case of, let's do this. Let's do these changes. Let's do this. They could have given us, hey, this is what it looks like in week 1. This is what it looks like when you get the second marquee. This is what it looks like when you get the third marquee. But maybe it was a case of, you know, we might fine tune these kits. I don't know, but they should have given us some testing of Colosseum to try and give them feedback. So,
I mean, hell, even if Colosseum was just with the era system with units that weren't even they were already released, like didn't want to give us the information on the new kits early. I get that, that's fine, but they could have given us 6 characters. They could have given us the pirates, for God's sake, with just the air level system instead of their actual things, and had us test it. And we could have at least tested the game mode mechanically and test the system overall, just to see how functional it worked out.
For the number of weeks it would have gone on, it went on, we could have at least had the new player impression. And I would have told them straight up, this feels shit from a new player. From a free-to-play player experience, this feels really bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Being
it's so slow. It's so slow.
5 to 15.
And it's gonna be slow, and it's gonna be slow till February, bro.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly. We could have given that feedback.
It'll get better.
It'll get better each marquee release. It will, because we've seen what gets released with each character. But we would have told them how shit that would feel to new players, and maybe they would have changed things and front loaded things a little bit more. I feel like front loading it would have made a huge difference. Maybe that's just my own bias, but
it would have. I think the initial progression, or an earlier natural progression boost, like getting level 25 to 35 out the rip, would have probably it would have felt better for players. B, would probably encourage more players to spend a little bit to get to level 55 or 65 early on. Because they're bridging a lot of that early gap. You don't literally have $400 into getting to level 70 day one. Who's got the goddamn train?
I don't know. Who's with the train? Teeks!
Hey, don't look at me, man.
Don't look at me, but where the hype train is going.
Absolutely. Let's get some subscriptions going, lads. Come on.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I do really agree with Carth there, because it's like, if they front loaded a lot of the leveling, it would have been really good for people. Like, I've spent $20 just on the era.
Yeah.
There are people around me that have spent exactly the same, because we're all the same level. And the joke is, I am 5,000 damage below people at the same spending level. There is so much variance. Just hitting auto, it's great. It's just hit auto and hope. And some days you're in the top 10, and some days, oh, look, you're 14.
Well, you can game it a little bit. I'll tell you that right now. There are ways to use the abilities and to do things where you can try to eke out that extra turn or two to get it. There are some that's just against you. Like, where you're at, I'm in tier 5 right now in my main account at level 80. And sometimes that extra turn or two just comes from resisting a stun. Like, it's pure RNG bullshit. But there are ways to game it to maximize the number of turns that you take, to deal the damage that you can do, to get the highest points that you can get on the board. But yeah, there are people who get slightly better RNG, and they're going to score that little bit more points on you, and they're going to place a little higher. Yeah. Like, I am perplexed how a person with a lower air level score than me has 20,000 more points than me on the board. I don't get it, but I'm also not going to care.
Casual hacks.
Yeah, well, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, but I mean, they've got level 77 to my level 80, and it's like they just might have resisted that stun a couple more times than I did.
Or they didn't get the AoE or whatever.
Yeah, there's so many little nuanced things where, at the end of the day, there is a way to game it to maximize your score, to do the best that you can do. But of course, yes, you're also going to be stuck at the same part of the day of, like, you just get screwed with RNG, you got your 5 attempts. Like, for me, I don't care, because if I'm in top 10, I don't really care to fight it.
Yeah, that's the main takeaway, right? It's like, if you're in the bracket that you want to be in, does it really matter? Like, if you're first or if you're 10th, it doesn't really make a difference. Except for when you get the payout for 10th and you get the payout for 11th instead.
No. Well, that's a different argument.
Yeah,
that's a different argument. They screwed something up there.
I had somebody message me earlier today saying they were 10th in the leaderboards and they got 500 And they're like, I should have got
Yeah, I've
1,000.
gotten quite a few messages about that.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even know that you
shit.
had to like manually claim it for the first week.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Some
that's
cook.
they've got
lot
to
of
give a
people are
big
missing out
payout
on
for that.
payouts.
Yeah.
I was getting good payouts too back when we were all level 16.
Yeah, they will do something about that once they get that fixed. But as to what and when, I have no idea.
All I would really want is like a meathead spread 2026 calendar.
A meathead spread.
Yeah.
All right then.
A nice calendar. That'd be
I'll
nice.
send him a DM right now.
Yep. Let's get ourselves a meathead spread at the minute. Yeah, well, maybe he'll turn up to the chat. You never know. You never know.
I think he might be busy tonight with some other folks.
I mean, he might be on holiday, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. You don't. No, you do call it holiday. Vacation. What do you guys call
Yep.
it?
Whatever.
Break or whatever.
It's all the same.
All the same. Okay. Yeah. In
It's
the
a
UK, we
holiday.
always call it holidays. So
Break.
or annual leave. You guys call it PTO quite a lot of the time, don't you?
Well, PTO is paid time off, which is usually just around a vacation. You take your PTO to get your time off of work. Because not all companies give like holidays as paid time off. So you either take your paid time off to get it, but they like some companies will have days where no one's coming into work, but they're not paying you to not be there.
Right.
So you have to use PTO to cover the day. Versus some companies will give you the days paid. Like from where I work, I give my guys 5 days of PTO during Christmas. So they take the week off of work. It's paid. They don't have to come in. Don't have to do anything.
Oh, that's nice.
They just fuck off, go home. That's nice for me. Then I don't have to work while people are working.
You're like,
That's the thing.
I'm quite happy
if I have employees
I will
working,
happily pay you to not be
can't
here, so I don't have to work.
Yeah, if I have to be working if they're working. So it's a little selfish. I'll be honest with you. It's a little selfish.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
hey, but
yesterday would be
everybody
like
wins
a bank
that.
holiday.
A bank holiday in the UK, bank holiday is basically when it's not when nobody works because it doesn't apply to the hospitality industry.
Right. That's what like Thanksgiving would be. Black Friday is usually just like a corporate if they want to give you a day off, have the long weekend.
Yeah. So we get bank holidays in the UK, which basically is a day off for almost everybody that doesn't exist in retail. So anybody that works in like insurance, banking, any sort of like that'll be a paid day off. But people that work in any sort of hospitality, they're going to work because everybody else is off. So they're going to go out for dinner. They're going to go out for drinks. And you won't get double pay or anything like that. It sucks. And then typically speaking in the UK, your annual leave, which is basically paid time off, is like 25 to 30 days off. It depends on your job, your seniority. And you can take those
in there.
Yeah, and you can take those days off throughout the year when you choose. You could say, it's my son's birthday, we're taking a week off and we're going to Spain. And you'll use your allocated, you'll use 5 days of your allocated 28 days to go away on holiday. And you can just choose when you want to use those, right? That's how it works in the UK.
The UK's got it good with that, man. Like my missus is from the UK, so I hear all about it. But UK's got it good with like employee benefits and stuff.
All right. Do you guys, is it not like that in the States? Is that not how it works?
Somewhat dependent
Not
on where you
really.
work.
It depends on where you work, does it? Okay, fair.
Depends on your benefits, your bonuses, your company structure. Because like the smaller the companies get, especially like for like under 50 or even 20 employees, good luck. Like if you're not open, you're not making money. If you're not making money, you don't stay open in future. So
yeah,
you can't always just take 30 days off in a year.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
no. Like there's always a cap here. It's like it's not like you can just take whatever time off you want. You've got an allocated number of days each year.
It depends on the company's policy too, because companies have different PTO policies. So you have to submit a claim for an application for your PTO, and they can reject it outright.
Yeah,
and be like,
no,
you can't take that time off.
No, you still have that in the UK. Like,
but it's the amount of time, because you're like in like Washington State specifically. You have to get you are allowed to get 1 hour of PTO for every 40 hours worked minimum at a cap at 40, and your employer can't do anything.
Hold up. Sol is saying in the chat, the majority of people don't have paid vacations. We don't have 28 days off. We have a week at the most. You saying you've got like 5 days in a year?
Yeah, so Washington State requires that you allow your employees to accrue up to 40 hours of PTO, but you do not have to roll it over. So if they start the year with 40 hours, they can accrue more than 40, but at the end of the year, you can just axe the extra if they don't take it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we have the same thing, but ours is you can roll over 5 days of annual leave.
Well, that's what you're allowed to do in Washington if your company at a minimum is 40 hours, which is essentially 5 to 8 hour days of work.
Yeah.
But
that works out.
Beyond that, depending on the company you work for, most companies will do somewhere between 2 to maybe 4 weeks of PTO accrual, depending on the company. Like the one I work for with my dad,
10 to
the
20?
company, their structure, you can technically get up to, I want to say it's 10 weeks of PTO is the max you can get to.
That's 50. So that's good. 50 days off is good.
That's the max you can run it to. But I mean, that's not common. It's not very common to have companies that will let you run that high. Usually you're somewhere around like that 2 to 3 week window is what most companies will give you as like PTO, and then everything else is
2 is 10, 3 would be 15. Time. Yeah, no, in the UK you normally like entry level is still like anywhere between 22 to 25. What usually happens in the UK, like for a skilled job, is you'll come in at 25 and maybe you'll get an extra day every year that you work at the company. But there'll be a cap on that. It might cap at like 28, 29, 30, right? But yeah, usually you've got 3 to 4 weeks every year that you can take off. Yeah. Almost when you choose it. There is a sign-off process. Usually you have to request the time off. Yeah. It has to be approved. But ultimately, when it comes to the end of the year, if you've not used up your annual leave, they go to you and they say you have to take your time off before the end of the year because you can only carry over a certain number of days. And if they don't grant you that at that point, then they are going to be legally liable to pay you that money. So you can do in the UK, you can sell your holidays. So you can say, I don't want to take my 28 days. Just pay me the days. And the company is legally obliged to pay you for those working days, basically, that you don't take. And you can also buy, like you can do it the other way around. You can say, I want to purchase additional annual leave. And they'll take that out of your wages and they'll say, okay, you normally get 28 days annual leave, but you want to purchase an extra 5 days. So there's a standard rate for those hours and those days, and you can take that out of your wages, you know? Thank you, Foxy, for the resub. Appreciate you, bro. Carth, he's a big fan of Carthrick. Are you saying that just because Carthrick sent you some crystal packs? I feel like this might be bribery.
It's because I sent him some rum. That's why it's a big fan.
Yeah, that would earn it.
Rum? I got whiskey. It's delicious, Carth. I'm drinking it right now.
I did ask him. Well, I was going to try to get him the Fox and Odin, but we ran into the same problem that we had with you and the Brothers Bond. It was stupid like expensive.
Twice the fucking price.
No. The one that I wanted to send you was 3 times for you to purchase as it was for me to buy it in the States.
£200 to get that shit over here. I was like, what the fuck?
And I was like, no, we're good. We'll get you something different. So we went through the list of what else I had that I knew you would like, and so we got the Eagle Rare for you because nice. The price for the 2 bottles was still cheaper than the price for the one of the Brothers Bond, and we still could have probably bought like another 3 bottles for the price of the Brothers Bond for what you were in the UK for, which was nutty. But no, we were trying to find the Fox and Odin for him, and we couldn't get the one I had.
Right?
Huh?
Because the name is Fox.
Because of the name. And so I started asking him to Google things that they had in the UK that had the name Fox in it, and we came across a rum. And so then I was like, well, do you even like drinking whiskey? Because I don't want to buy you an alcohol that you're gonna be like, thanks for the whiskey, and then have one's glass and put it down for the next forever.
Hey,
you know. And so I was like, he's like, no, I like rum way better. And I was like, cool. Well, let's find rum. And so we found the one he found was the Greedy Fox. And so it's caramel and something else, some sort of berry, I want to say.
Caramels and titties.
It's in your patron chat.
You know. Well, I mean, Karth, like I love whiskey, but if you ever want to find some Mount Gay XO and send that my way, I'll accept that.
So the Greedy Fox is infused with honeycomb and caramel, and then the Golden Buck is infused with cherry and vanilla. And so he said the golden. He said the Golden Buck was really good. I don't know if he's gotten to the Greedy Fox yet. I think he was saving it for a special occasion, but either which way.
This is a special occasion, damn it. Oh, I need to do another shot. Anybody want to do a shot with me right now? That's why we're all here, isn't it? Well, I mean, Teeks isn't going to do a shot. I get it, bro. It's okay. You've got a guitar in there in the background.
Half of a chocolate for you, brother.
Teeks will have a... Oh, God. What did Teeks send me besides those dick pics?
Flaming bag of dog shit.
Oh, yes. The holiday creamy vanilla Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Was that good? I haven't ventured out to go find any yet.
Let me go grab one, bro. They're so good.
Yeah, Teeks is out here going like, I won't drink a freaking alcoholic beverage, but I will go through some Coke Zero.
Yeah, I mean, I can drink some carbonated beverages. I don't tend to drink anything with sugar in it. I'm usually sugar-free kind of guy. But I think that's mostly because in the UK, we have a thing called the sugar tax. So most companies here that do like carbonated beverages, will be sugar-free because they pay less tax to make it. So, so obviously you can get like a normal Coke or a normal Pepsi, but all of like the weird other flavors will all be sugar-free.
Yeah, that tracks.
It's not fair because I like my Dr. Pepper and it costs me more to go and get a 2-litre bottle of Dr. Pepper than it does for bloody sugar-free bullshit.
I know. Like Womp, when I was in secondary school, we used to have a vending machine inside the secondary school, and my go-to was always a bottle of Dr. Pepper and a Drifter bar. Fucking Drift, you can't even get Drifters anymore, and that shit was like crack cocaine. Like, Drifters were the bomb.
Cocaine.
Cocaina. Yeah. Oh,
The
am I
problem
going to
is
get
for
cancelled?
me, I've got very used to blended squirrel. I mean, brew.
Iron Brew. Iron Brew. Yeah. But you're not Scottish, though, dude.
I am.
Are you?
Born up there. I still go up there regular.
Oh, you don't sound even remotely Scottish, though. But then again, people say I don't sound Welsh, so there's that too.
I don't even know what Welsh is supposed to sound like.
It's one of those of, if you catch me like the day I've come, my accent is there, but I try to not use it.
Oh, okay.
Because if I'm around my family too long, no fucker understands me.
Fair dues, mate. Fair dues.
Oh no, I forgot to press auto.
You've got. Are you doing your fleet climb right now or something, Teeks? You on fleet climb right now, bro?
No. Just
TV battles, of course.
I'm feet climbing.
Ah, Conquest.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
Oh,
Conquest.
I'm so
Okay, so who's
behind,
doing
man,
me
I
a
gotta
shot?
catch up.
I mean, like, no, yeah, fuck it, shot. Yeah, kid.
I don't know what Conquest is anymore these days.
I'll happily eat a chocolate if you want to knock one off for that.
You outsource your Conquest these days, don't you?
Oh, massively, yeah. I'm happy to do it too.
Happy to
Must be
outsource
nice.
the Conquest. Yeah. It's all good.
No, the time it saves me, man. I like honest to God.
That saves. I mean, that saves you like 2 days minimum.
Well, I mean, it's more or less that it's the time. It's like the have tos on it more
And
than
Foxy's
the
happy
actual.
too. So.
Yeah, well, he enjoys
I mean, it's a
it, but-
win-win. Foxy likes Conquest.
Yeah,
I actually quite enjoy Conquest as well,
but for me, it's like the time. It's the times like you need to spend doing it to do certain things, like to farm datacrons and everything else that has to come down the pike. So it's a level of like you can't walk away from it, and so it's like you have to go do it. You have to spend time, and then the new conquest units are always meta. They're always going to be pushing the envelope on what's coming down. So like you can't ignore it, and so it's just like, all right, well, I don't really want to do it because I don't care. So like I'll go farm my datacrons and then give you like 5 days to finish it out.
Yeah, and you feel really good about it.
Well, yeah, I don't care, and like for me, it's like. How many? I was like, go through the 200s and finish Conquest in like 3 days. Okay, bye. Thank you.
So
I love Conquest as a novelty. You get to use most of your roster. Most other game modes, Territory Wars, TB, GAC, you really only get to use one team.
It's
once.
I think
every
it's,
day.
I think
more
it's like
relics,
superficially.
more armies. Problem solved.
I think it's superficially. Like use more of your roster because there's so much these days that's like, oh, you need to get 10 wins with Vayne in your squad and then 10 wins with a full team of fucking, I don't know, Galactic Republic. So it's like, yes, you can use your entire roster, but if you want to get the feats done, you need to use these teams. So,
which I love because like half the time when I'm doing my GACs and I'm planning for like backwalls and shit, I end up not even using like Kenobis, let alone like the new Bad Batch and shit like that. So I don't mind it just purely as from a novelty standpoint, but I do get what you mean. Your hand is kind of held.
I'll be honest, New Batch I think is probably the biggest sleeper build in Galaxy of Heroes right now.
Can't confirm.
I think so many people underestimate just how good that team is. Like,
well, it's because what beats it on offense makes people really leery to use it on offense itself. It's so easily creamed by a couple of squads. People are like, well, why would I ever want to use this? I'm like, well, once you learn how to abuse a couple of the mechanics, it gets kind of fun to just like go whale on some things.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, like one of the ones last season, I ended up using New Batch against Hondo, and everybody's there going, "It won't work," and it's like, "Ill." That's the scary bit.
Yeah,
I may have remodded purposely to be able to do it because of two people in my bracket faced both of them, but it was that moment of it wasn't worth it.
Wow.
Was not worth it, but it was worth the moment of New Batch takeout.
Yeah, why would you bother remodding New Batch when Zori Finn is right there?
When CLS Rolocron is a thing.
Yeah, but no, you don't even need a Rolocron. That's the part that killed me. Is I was just dicking around. I lost my counter versus Hondo, and so I was like, you know what, screw it, let's just see what Finn Zori can do, see if we can TM train our way through it, and just like even preloaded, just like burp. Well, all right, that worked way better than I thought it would. So
I don't know what I did with like, because when I was recording my footage for my Leo with the Attackacron wiping out full R9 Hondo teams because it makes you giggle.
Ray?
Yeah, Ray, not Leia. Yes, that team. Listen, dude, I've had some shots now.
Yeah, but that's a common Freudian slip for you.
Yes, it is. Because female, high-powered, light-side Galactic Legend units, they're all the same.
Jedis.
Yeah, exactly.
Big booty bitches.
Big booty bitches. No.
Are you looking at the right women?
No, women's? Yeah, so doing that, I got myself into a scenario. I don't know what was triggering it, but I was against a PK Hondo team with a particular setup on Ray, and it turned into an infinite turn meter loop on the PK Hondo team. Like, I couldn't take a turn. Like, they literally, it was Silvo was gaining 100% turn meter every time he basicked. He just went brup, all the way up. Brup, and he was stuck attacking Ben Solo, who was in damage immunity, and could not take a turn.
I'm really
that's
glad
currently,
that Silva turned out well, man.
I think that's currently a bug or something they're looking at fixing in the game.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
'cause
wrong.
I was like, if I take a turn, everybody's going to die because Ray has got inspiration and they are taking so much bonus turn meter, they are going to die if I basic them. So I was like, I just need one turn. Just one turn. And that's when I started fucking around and I threw in like, I start throwing in what with the weapons tech on Ray. I was like, let's give her the extra turns and she'll prevent revives and all this sort of shit. But yeah,
I want to say that they are. It might be on the Trello board. I can't remember right now, but I want to say that since Silvo's basic requires damage to be dealt to do the TM strip, or that's the way it's supposed to work, he's not supposed to be able to trigger the stagger on a DI character, if I remember correctly.
right.
So I think with DI, he's not supposed to be able to trigger the stagger, which means he shouldn't be getting the turn meter, which means the loop shouldn't occur. And I believe that's an active bug on the Trello board. I want to say I just read that the other day.
I can't say I ever actively follow the bugs on the Trello board.
I honestly was just looking to see what they had, because after the new update came through, usually when big updates come through, I like to see what gets on the list.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so it was curious to see what had made it on there. So there's quite a few things that should be coming out for the next week's patch as of right now, but it was just interesting to see. But I think that's a bug right now. He shouldn't be able to trigger the stagger, which means he should be getting turn meter on the basic.
Yeah.
With people in DI.
I mean, like I said, people in DI, they can't lose the turn meter because they have to take damage to lose the turn meter from stagger, right? So it's like, but it wasn't a case of them losing turn meter. It was just a case of Silvo was just gaining 100% turn meter every basic. He was just going brep, and then like 2 or 3 other characters in the Hondo team was taking a turn, and Silver would take a turn, and he would take a basic, and brep, straight away 100% turn meter. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You might have just gotten the unfortunate PK Hondo getting his cooldowns reduced all the time from the Silvo Kron, and then them just constantly him constantly using his turn meter gain ability in a circle. True. Or getting in between.
That's unlikely. Because it was a full 5v5, and it was like 4 minutes of I'm not taking a turn.
I won't argue the point, but I've had the back when the Inquisitor Kron came through, I had it where literally GI got his cooldowns on the 10% chance every single trigger and was throwing ability blocks every turn.
I tell you what, I fucking hate GI's
I couldn't do
special.
anything about it.
His AoE special is obnoxious. Let's just do an AoE heal, cleanse, mass ability block. Like, fuck you, GI. You can't do all of the things in one move. And it feels like it's got a cooldown of 1.
Well, the last era, the last set of Datacrons, though, they reduced the cooldowns when they inflicted the debuff. So it wasn't hard to get it to come back around quickly.
It was hard,
but
it was real hard for them. It was like perpetual hardness.
This guy's a freak.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. So yeah. So we're going to be rolling into 3v3 next week, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun season,
baby. Can't wait.
Yeah.
You mean roll into 10 sign up and forget about it?
Come on now. You're not going to be that guy.
No, I'm gonna be the jackwagon that wails on Datacrons, has 3 R10s, is gonna set 10 GLs on defense, and then goes to sleep for a week.
And somehow still wins. Yeah.
Oh my word.
I mean, it probably, depending on who I match up with, I ended quite high in the last season of Kyber, so I could probably wind up with plenty of people that can deal with that. But The 3v3, I think, is what's really going to start pulling away the efficiency players in the top of Kyber one.
Right. Yeah,
they're going to start pulling them down because it's going to be very hard to punch up versus RD2 plus in 3v3 on a lot of the GLs. It's just it becomes a huge timeout risk. It's hard to be efficient at that junction. You have to push more towards higher relics on your offensive teams.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's definitely true. I still haven't put my first R10 down, so can't see me changing that.
Like a cup, right?
No, I really hope not. It is up to my community. I just haven't rolled the wheel yet. Out of fear, mostly. Yeah, it's not Clone Wars Chewie rule of 2. It's not happening, bro. I told you I vetoed Clone Wars Chewie and Cup.
I would at least try to bring it into it must be a GL or legendary or conquest unit. I would maybe make it like pick one out of these options, because like, to be honest, like, I get it, it would be funny to have it be a meme, but at the same time, man, like, with how hard it's going to be getting reliably good, like having Relic 10s come to the game besides just throwing literal money at the wall, it's like, yeah, you guys want to do sub goals for R10s? All right, cool. 500 subs? That sound fair? Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't think it does, truth be told. If it like 500 subs, hang on, let me do the math on that.
Because you get, what, 70% of that approximately?
Kind of depends. Well, this is the thing. Subs...
Say half.
No, but it's... Subs depends on the geographic location of the person who donates the subs. All right? So a sub from the US might be worth... You say, I think it's $6 right now for you to donate one sub, right? And I'll get 50% of that, so I'll get $3. Someone from Zimbabwe might donate a sub and I'll get 20 pence. So it's really hard to say like a hard and fast rule, right?
All right, but if you average $1 out of every sub that gets gifted, though, that would be 500, which from the packs that just came out today, would at least get you one Relic 10 with comfortability to any other improvements that need to come along the way with the character outside of just the one Relic 10.
Yeah. So plus, you know, so if I was getting $1 a sub and we had 500 subs, so there's $500 comes into the account, and say I spent, it would be 200
British pounds.
Great British pounds. The 300 that's left over, I'd still get taxed. It's you know, it's don't get me wrong, it's still a net positive. Yeah, absolutely, still a net positive.
All I'm saying in the grand scheme of things is that our 10 sub goals are going to be either expensive or they're going to need to be practical. I
think we just stick it to our 9 subs, because I'm not looking to be dropping. I'm not looking to drop $200 for every R10. And plus, there's going to be occasions where we will get someone like GLD come in and he'll be like, here's 500 subs, 2 R10s. And I'm like, shit, I can't do that because the packs aren't even in the store.
And that's going to be the thing too. It's like, it's going to be contingent. It would be a stipulation, which would be the only unfortunate part for the community, is that you'd have to wait until the packs are available to do the R10.
Exactly.
And
which is why I think we just
might
leave
be a
it
little
to
upset that you R10 random bullshit versus practical things.
They've already said nobody R10 a unit until we say. They've already said that. So I'm like,
I don't hate the theory or the practice of saving them, because the next Galactic Legend or the next fleet will inevitably require at least one Relic 10.
Oh, for sure. But the other thing too is when you're in a more TW competitive guild, there are just lots of ways to manipulate that increase because it's like you can use it for a fleet advantage, you can use it for a GL advantage, you can use it for a lot of different areas in the game. And so you have to decide what's the best option per se. Because like that's what people were talking about earlier, like the Leviathan improvements are because, you know, people just don't understand, you know, it doesn't matter. But in TW, if you're a guild that has a required R10 Darth Revan, then that guarantees that if your opponents don't have a Relic 10 Leviathan or Darth Revan, that they will drop guaranteed one banner on every single one of those fights. Yeah. And so for 50 fights, that might be enough to be a big difference for you in the competitive
the close fights that do happen. I think the broader issue with TW is that the volume of those close fights are they're pretty low. Like even like in the gauntlet, it's not like you have many matches that are close. Though, you know.
No, like it's always thousands apart, almost like 10,000 apart sometimes. Like I can't remember the last. I can actually because it just hit me. But 3 months ago was maybe our last like squeaky one, and that's only because we faced an Asian guild that attacked super late, so we had to get in super early and then be on later as we got in. But yeah, like I think there's more issues with TW than
there's so many issues with TW just in general.
I mean, too many to list.
To be fair, TW
all that
needs
to say, I understand your point, Karth. I get it.
Yeah. For the most part, I think TW needs to go the way of the dodo. I think it needs to. It's a game mode that is no longer proving a functional point to the game. We still need inter-guild PvP. I won't argue that point, but the current way TW set up, it's not providing that metric, and I feel like it's a net. It is one of TW hands down has to be the highest burnout for officers in the game over any other game mode. Like TB can be.
I don't officer anymore, dude.
It's why I quit doing it too.
Yeah, I've got no interest in guild leadership. That shit, that is a thankless job, brother. Like you wanna be slaving away for people bitching at you? Nope.
Yeah, I always compare TW officers. I compare TW officers and stuff to like DoorDash drivers. Like you can drive for 10 miles, you're still not gonna get a tip. Go fuck yourself.
That is
some DoorDash drivers do get tips though.
No, you're right, one of the lucky ones.
And I've seen enough porn to know at least some of them get pussy as well. So
funny guy.
You know,
but the other thing is too that there are things that allow you for you to resend the tip because you paid a tip in advance of the service, and you're able to resend the tip after the delivery's been made. So somebody could take your order thinking they're going to get a $10 tip. And then you could be like, I didn't like that you left my package askew at my front door. No tip for you. And so it's like, dude, it's so dumb.
I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest.
Do that.
Like that happens in the UK as well. And like, if you order off Uber Eats in the UK, you can order from a takeaway, and Uber Eats comes up with do you want to give a tip? I'm like, what am I tipping here, dude? Like, what am I tipping? You haven't cooked the meal. You haven't delivered the meal. What am I supposed to be tipping exactly? What have you done for me that deserves a tip? Exactly. I'm sorry, but like, what the fuck? I will tip at a restaurant. If I'm sat down having a nice succulent Chinese meal at a restaurant, okay, and the wait service is good. For the crime,
succulent Chinese meal.
A succulent Chinese meal. Get off my penis. If I'm sat down in a restaurant and I've had good service and the food is delicious, I will tip there. If I'm ordering a takeaway, I'm not giving you a fucking tip. Like you're doing your fucking job, bro. Does somebody tip me for creating a report at work? No, I just do my fucking job. Now,
You're
granted,
not turning the iPad around with the 3 buttons.
Well,
do you want to fucking cut?
honest,
It's like, no,
honest to
fuck.
God, though, it has more to do with the fact of like how those people get paid versus like
It is.
the actual need for the tip. And so that's the you can argue the semantics of it at any given point, but I know a lot of restaurants hate doing takeaway where they have like Uber or DoorDash do the delivery because they have to up like literally the amount they charge on their online orders is to cover the cost of ordering through one of those platforms.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can
Yeah,
go to
it'll
the,
be like
go
a
to the
30%
restaurant
upmark on their meals.
save $5 on the exact same dish by getting it in store or calling the restaurant, ordering to go yourself, and then just going and picking it up yourself will save you quite a bit. But the way it's structured right now, it's pretty ludicrous, and it's asinine cost to do any of it.
I appreciate it's different in the US than it is in the UK because
And
you
even in
guys
the
have
US,
got,
it's different between
like-
state to state too.
yeah,
Mhm.
right. And
Sometimes
And
it
in,
takes-
where I
in the
live-
UK, there's like there's minimum standard wage that you have to
it's
pay
all right, Teak.
people.
You can say in Washington State they can go fuck themselves.
No, it's actually quite nice for service people. Where I live,
Yeah.
you still get above minimum wage. Like you don't have that like $2 an hour bullshit.
$2
so
an
you still-
hour is
you-
ridiculous. dude.
Well,
Like,
on the federal level, there is a federal minimum wage that's required for companies to pay.
yeah.
Depending on the state you live in, they can pay you the federal minimum and you make up the difference in tips. Now, they cannot pay you less than minimum wage for your state, but they can use tips to fill in the difference between federal and state minimum wage, depending on the state you live in. Washington State, on the other hand, is a minimum wage plus tips. So you're making the state minimum no matter what, and then you get tips on top of that. So the service industry in Washington
See, that's
isn't
normal
terrible.
to me.
And the tips are no longer taxed either
Yeah, well, to a degree,
in
yes.
Washington, which is
Tips
pretty tight.
technically aren't taxed in the UK either. Tips aren't taxed, but like I said, it's different
You
in the
still
UK.
want, yeah,
It's
you
like
still want to report it as income though, so
Yeah.
it does get taxed.
My
you're like in the UK, you're supposed to declare tips
yeah,
as
who
as a
declares
thing, right?
cash tips?
But nobody's
declare
declaring
cash
cash tips.
If you're
right?
like saving
but
for
like
a
the
loan
minimum
or
wage is
something,
like £12.50, which is probably like $15, right? $15 an hour, not
Yeah.
two. Like
They're
what the
boot.
fuck is that?
No,
dude?
to be fair, Teeks, that's the point Teek was making though. In the United States, you can use, if you declare your tips, you can use that for like loan acquisition. So if you want
Right.
your income to be higher for a loan, you'd want to be declaring your tips so that your annual income appears higher than what your base pay is.
Right.
But
Exactly
it-
the point
it-
I was going for.
But yeah, it depends. It's 100% why in where I live on the other side of the state from Teeks, is any restaurant that has forced gratuity, I refuse to patron because it's so stupid. It is the dumbest mechanic that they've ever released. I absolutely hate to incentivize like if you want a waiter to do the 4 jobs they have to do in order to collect money from me at the end of the day, why am I tipping
Well-
for that service?
Well, it made me like the way I look at it is if you during the normal process of your job enforce like if you go and you build a building block and you rent it out and at the end of the day you say okay but I'm charging you a gratuity because I built the fucking place and
Yeah.
I want 20% extra because I did that, like people would say you're fucking crazy. Is it?
Yeah, no. That'd be equivalent of me going to all my tenants next year and going, we're adding a thank your landlord fee for all of our units of $100. And you have no choice but to pay this. Otherwise, I will kick you out of your home.
Yeah.
To be fair, I have
It's
literally
wild.
seen like a tipping section when people are paying
For your
their
landlord.
rent for apartments.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I have seen that too, and I refuse. I refuse to implement that. It is so dumb. Like
Tip
I
your
am a fairly
landlord.
generous landlord, but we're scratching those backs here. I'm not looking to make an extra penny, so get out of here.
No.
Right.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and-
that's it. Like, I don't mind going to a restaurant, but like in the UK, quite often it's quite common these days in the UK for a service charge. They call it a service charge to be added to a bill, but the service charge is optional, but it's default added. So if you want to, you can challenge it. You say, "Can you take the service charge off, please?"
Mm-hmm.
And they
I had
have
one of
to
those
take it
forced
off.
gratuities too when I was in New York. For a part, there was just me and my girlfriend, table of two, and I'm like, usually these are for bigger parties, bigger checks.
Yeah, it's like
Our
if
total
it's a
was like
table of
$50.
If it's like a table of 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
Plus.
So that was the first time in my life that I was confrontational, and I challenged that shit because I was not paying $11 forced gratuity when, like, bro, I'll tip you, but like,
We had a restaurant open in town
service.
where it was a service fee of 18% added to every single check, no matter what. And the state technically allowed them to do that without having to contest it. Like it was just like, well, it's a fee for dining here. It has something to do with like additional stuff. It's like
The quality
here's
of
your
service.
food. yeah. Here's your food plus a fee for eating at a restaurant was how they were servicing it. And their argument for it was, of course, well, we're using this to help increase the pay of our employees to give them benefits. And I'm like, then just increase their salary and increase your cost. Like, how asinine is it to go, well, you eat here, but we're going to charge you 20% extra to eat here, but we don't want to reflect that in the cost of our menu items and have everything $1 more. We want you to be surprised by that after you've had your food and drink.
So,
and I'm like, now get fucked. I'm not eating here ever again.
I remember because I worked in hospitality for 10 years, and the last place that I worked at before I moved on, I worked there for 2 years, and I worked behind the bar there, but it was a normal restaurant. And it was a table service restaurant. So if I'm serving the drinks, I'm making the coffee, I'm doing all this sort of shit, right? I'll never see a tip because the customers that enter the restaurant never see the barman. They'll go through the waiter or the waitress, and I'll be making the drinks. They'll take the drinks to the table, right? So the wait staff are the only people that will ever see a tip. It's not like it gets disseminated between the kitchen that makes the meal.
My
it
restaurant
won't go to the
did
bar
do that,
staff,
which was cool.
Yeah, that would never happen where I was, right?
Yeah,
but I remember when I worked there, the wait staff used to complain that if the optional service charge that was automatically added to bills gets declined, any tips that got left for the wait staff would then be offset against the optional service charge. So say there's a 10% charge or a 15, I think it was 15% was the standard, right? And the customer says, yeah, I'm not paying that 15%, but I'm going to give you a $20 tip, right? That $20 tip would say, no, you don't get to have that. That gets offset against the service charge because the service charge is supposed to pay for everybody's wages. So they used to get pissed at that. Personally, I used to get pissed because, like, dude, we never get any tips. Like, why are you complaining? I'm doing the same fucking work you're doing. I'm still fucking busting my shit out of here. And I get paid the same money as you do, and I never see a tip. So why are you fucking complaining when that shit happens? Like, that's a bit harsh. But I always thought it was a bit shitty from the business to be like, I'm taking your tips, because those tips are supposed to pay everybody's wages. It's like,
honest to God, that's the first question. Whenever I have a good waiter or waitress, that's the first question I ask them: are your tips pooled? Because that will, and then usually the answer is it depends if you're paying in cash or not. And so if it's paid in cash, they'll just pocket the whole goddamn thing and say I didn't tip a thing, which is fine. I don't give a shit.
Call you an asshole as you leave. All part of the act.
All part of the act. But I'm fine with that. I would rather make sure the money goes to the waiter who gave me great service than ever split that $20 over the entire wait staff. Like, I get that it's shitty, but at the same time, like, I don't care. Like, I have been to restaurants enough to where it's like, there's a restaurant here in town where if the right waiters or waitresses are on staff at the time when I walk in, I have beers on my table as I'm sitting down. Like, we're good to go. Like,
this is the Rick privilege of it.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna tip 50 to 100% on my bill because of that. I want that level of service. But if I'm at a restaurant where I know they're not gonna do that, where it's only cash that goes to the individual, and then anything on credit goes to anything else, then I bring cash to that restaurant, and I make sure that if I'm in the section of a good waiter, that I tip them in cash. But yeah, I'm never gonna do the other way around where it's like, I'm just gonna give the restaurant $50. Like, no, I want good service to tip for it. You know, I don't want to sit there and go, well, you did the 4 things necessary to collect money from me, so I guess you deserve 25% of the bill as a tip. I'm like, yeah, get bent.
Yeah, like I don't fall into the social catacomb of having to tip. Bad service. Average service is average service. Good service is good service. It's just like with CG. Like, if I really fuck with a character, I will do what I have to do to get that character. But no disrespect to Forlom and Zuckus, but you're Forlom and Zuckus for a reason, pal.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, they might be online in my accounts, but error battles exist. So
yeah. And don't get me wrong, man. I was so hyped to see the Empire Strikes Back.
Lou Dog with the $10. Thank you, brother. Okay, I better take a shot right now. Love you, Lou Dog. Thank you, bro. Do a shot for my boy Lou
shout out
Dog
Lou
over
Dog,
here.
dude. What up, dog?
Lou.
Listen, man, I will always give tips for good service. Always, but I know that it's different in the US to the UK. Like, I know that not everybody in the US gets the same sort of livable wage, but I think tips should be earned, not expected. Is always my. I'm not going to tip shit meal and shit service. Like, I won't do that.
No, that's the reality. Is that should be the mantra more often than not. It's just that the fact of it is that in the States there are more ways for the restaurants to kind of screw over the employee, and unfortunately it's the owner's discretion more often than not. It's not normally as regulated, so there are going to be issues to where, you know, if something doesn't go perfectly or goes wrong, or you know, you get some jackhole customer who's just going to complain about everything, and your manager goes, okay, well, we're just going to comp your shit, so you shut up and leave us alone and don't give us a bad review. Well, comp meals can come out of the waiter's stat, like their paycheck. And that has nothing to do with how much you're paying them in an hour. So you can just like, hey, the 4 hours of your service where you made minimum wage, out the fucking door. Get bent. So like, there are situations where it can be really shitty for people.
To me in the UK, we've had comp meals where it's just come out of the company's profits. It's happened when something has gone horrifically wrong. Somebody's birthday, we've had this before, somebody's birthday cake has been dropped down the stairs when they're bringing it down to their table, and they're like, fuck, somebody's 50th birthday, we've just dropped their cake, we comp the entire meal, sort of thing. And that's not come out of somebody's wages, it's just been kind of like a fuck, shit, you know, situation. But I don't know if that's, you know, I can see how in certain situations that would come directly out of someone's wages, even if it's a bit of, you know, even if it's not necessarily their fault.
Well, it's just that in the States it can be applied with a bit more malice. That's all I'm saying. Is that
managers and owners of restaurants are,
hey, we love you, Lou Dog, brother. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, there's a lot more latitude as what they can do for reimbursement of if an employee happens to break or damage something or whatever it comes down the pike, which is challenging. And it just makes a very untenable atmosphere. But I think at the same time too, it's like, you know, if those kind of companies want to do that kind of shit, then I mean, let them go the fuck out of business. Like, it's take those 20 employees. There's another restaurant down the road. You guys can go figure out something else. But I mean, I understand it's not the easiest decision to make, but it is something that is unfortunately just it goes back and forth. It's like I have a soft spot for waitstaff because I feel like some days they do get shit on because you get like
it's a hard job, dude. It is a hard job.
Well, and dealing with shitty people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I honestly told people like the reason I've never worked a service industry in my life is I would be in jail otherwise. Because I would be reaching across tables and I would have punched him in the face, dude. I'd be like, I don't give a flying shit what you think you are. You don't talk to anybody like that in public. Like,
I had a lady call me. I worked at like I'm not gonna say where I worked, but it's the most popular sports bar chain in the U.S. and we had a deal with UFC. So every UFC we had to show UFC. She was always bumping. She was always busy. And I had this lady come in for a party 18, and I was just a host at the time. She wanted a party at 18 during a Conor McGregor fight.
Oh my God.
I told her,
so we're
like,
talking 10 years ago then.
you're probably going to have to be about a 3-hour wait, tops. And she called me a long-haired C word. And I'm just the host. Like, so that caught me off guard.
Yeah. I mean, that's a term of endearment out here, so...
Here, getting called that by a woman? Whew.
Oh, baby!
Really had to piss him off.
You gotta fuck up pretty hard. We're not gonna lie.
Okay,
absolutely.
Fair. Yeah, we come from different worlds. Yeah.
And don't get me started on like the rewards programs where you have to ask for phone numbers and like jealous husbands and shit, bro. Like I was asked to fight numerous times by just trying to get rewards phone numbers for people. It was the worst. I hated it. But the job, I'll be honest, the job was easy because I was just good at it. But it was everything. It was the other factors that you have no control over that did just make it stink.
People.
People suck. 101.
Yeah. I mean, I saw on Reddit. It was literally like 2 days ago. Like, you know how you get those recommended posts from Reddit, and it's just fucking drama. But it was a post. It was probably AI bait. But it was like, my table spent $3,000 on a meal and they only tipped $200, and I feel fucking shorted. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, you got $200? You got $200 for waiting a table, and you're pissed off? Like,
hey, you mean you got
tip?
The better part of a full
dude.
day's the better part of a full day's pay for that individual, and they're upset that they didn't get at least 10%.
The amount of people in the chat was like, what a bunch of cheapskates. I was like, fuck, dude, you got $200 for waiting a table. How hard is waiting a table? It's not that difficult. Yeah, don't get me wrong, some customers are difficult, but if you get 200
that looks
fucking
like
bucks,
a really nice tip. But some places you do, like at where I worked, 1% of all of your sales went to the kitchen, and then 5% of all alcohol sales you would tip out the bartender. So on that, like, just I'm guessing $3,000. A lot of that's going to be alcohol, and with 1% is $30. 5%, call it like another 25. So 55 of that 200 is going to out of your pocket. So it comes down to 145, but that's still 145 fucking ball. Like, that's a good amount of money.
$145, man.
That's a good amount of money.
Like, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 8 minutes. I haven't made $145. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's one
pick
table.
It up, chat.
That's
$5.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for more money. I'm just asking for people not to fucking complain when somebody is shitting gold in your mouth. Like, come on, dude. Like, fucking get over
honestly, though, all of those things now I feel like are AI baits, because it's like, what is the one thing that will get interaction with a post in general is making such a ludicrous statement that people are forced to be like, what the fuck?
Let's put it this way. If somebody had a meal that cost $3 million, would you expect to get tipped 300,000? Like, no, of course you fucking wouldn't.
Too many people that I would know that would say yes, but I mean,
like, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You'd be happy if somebody gave you $1,000. Like, if somebody gave you $1,000, you'd be like, yeah, happy with that.
I would personally expect like $10,000. That's just for a $3 million tab. I would expect 10 grand.
Dude, I would be happy.
I'd be a very small percentage.
I would be happy with
cool
$100.
like $50. Like that's
Like-
the kind of guy I was when I was working service, dude.
You know,
like
when I worked
give me a
behind
$5
bar,
bill for chilling.
the best I ever got was when somebody that was filming a TV show in our bar, they bought a Coke and they paid 20 pounds, right? And they said keep the change. So I got like £17 tip. That was the best I ever got, ever. And it's not because I was a bad wait staff. I was a good wait staff, but generally speaking, in the UK, a man is not getting tips for working behind bar. That doesn't happen. Generally speaking, the people that get tips behind bar are going to be women. All right, and
You
this
get
is not
harassed by men. At the
yeah,
bar.
absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
not being sexist. That's just
No, it's
anybody who's
just-
worked behind bar in the UK will
Like-
know.
You needed to stuff more in your pants, is what I'm hearing, to get those women a little bit more lewd.
Dude, they don't see your pants because the bar is in the way. They see the top half
All right.
only.
Glass bar
About
top.
the birds.
Oh, now we're talking. now
Imagine
we're
somebody
talking.
breaking
All right.
that.
Listen,
I
man.
mean, you could make it stable and transparent enough. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
what's
like
it called?
somebody's gonna
Tempered glass. Bang bang.
exactly.
Yeah,
we
you're
we
right.
can make it happen. We can make it happen. But and no, I'd like, yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. Whereas, you know, I've spoken, I've worked next to women and very attractive women, and you know how much they get tipped. It's kind of tipping culture, generally speaking, in the UK on a nightclub, kind of favors one sex more than the other.
Vice versa.
OnlyFans is not full of
harassment that they
men.
get too, though. You
Oh,
couldn't
no,
pay
I'm
me-
not-
You couldn't
Yo,
pay
they-
me to get harassed like women.
No,
do,
exactly.
dude.
I
Fuck
wouldn't
that.
want to. I wouldn't want to walk in their shoes. I wouldn't want to walk in
No.
their shoes, not
No.
at all.
To be honest, if I had my same demeanor as a woman, I would be fucking lit. Like, it would be a great time. Because I would steer into that curve all goddamn night. And I would definitely make sure I was buddies with the bouncer and just be like, look over, I'm like, fuck this guy up, and then walk away. Like,
And you would be carrying heat every night because
Oh,
you
yeah,
need to
no, for
protect
sure.
yourself, Karth.
oh, for sure. But I mean, like
Ricker.
I've definitely walked in on some of those things to where it's like I've had no problem stepping into somebody who's just like, they won't leave the wait staff alone. It's like, all right, fuck off, man. Like, you're drunk, leave it alone. You know, but like, I'm 6'5". You know, I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
at least an opposing
5'8", Karth. I'm 5'8", and nobody's going to be scared of me.
So I don't have to worry about it as much, but I've never tolerated the behavior from anybody that when I see it, but at the same time, it's just like, of course they're gonna get, guys are gonna try to think that they can get with a girl by, flashing some cash or just trying to flirt and whatever else. It was like,
Sorry.
I told
somebody tried to flash cash in front of a girl in front of Karth. I'm just like, no, mate, bro,
Oh, sweetie pie.
you need to add some
Get away
zeros
with it.
there, dude.
well,
I'm sorry,
it's
you're
like-
not
it's
tall
like, I
enough
can't-
nor rich enough.
Dude, honestly, I can't tell you how many friends that I've had growing up where they're like, I think this girl, XY, service industry likes me. And I'm like, hey, man, I want to tell you right now that most of these girls, they get tipped more if they're flirty or if they try to interact with you in a match that's not like too leading on. You might want to look for another clue than like they paid 5 more seconds of attention to you.
Yeah, it's all game theory. It's just like doing a counter in Swiggle. Like once you get the moves down, the turn order, like they're gonna keep doing it time and time again.
Yeah, 100%. And I find it hysterical that people are just like, nah, dude, she's totally into me. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't think so.
Yeah, way too many people have that logic, or bad logic, I should say.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I can't say I've ever had issues in that department, but I've never been flush in that department either. Maybe it's the fact that I'm bald. Who knows? No, because most of my single life I was not bald. Maybe it was the ugly face. But hey, I'm happy, so I don't care. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All I know is that by how much women make on OnlyFans, it does not surprise me that women make more in the service industry. That's all I'm going to say.
no. I mean, we can do a Venn diagram. We could do a really good Venn diagram on like
Size of tits to how much you get tipped.
how much balls to how
followed
much are you
by-
balling.
Followed by how low cut the top. You got to put all three together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, but we can talk about like we can talk about gender pay gaps and all this sort of shit in terms of like
I want to.
regular industries, but the sex industry is dominated by women.
Right, equal pay for equal work.
Equal pay for equal nuts isn't a thing, right? We don't go around flashing our dicks and expecting to get the same sort of money. I'm so gonna get cancelled. I am gonna get absolutely fucking cancelled.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go down that road anymore. I'm good. Thank you, though. I could go down on a weird tangent, but I'm good.
I will have
like Nerf Pritter's asking, would you tip CG for making excellent character kits? Bro, if Forlom and Zuckus
by paying on marquees.
Yeah, if Forlom and Zuckus worked with Bosk, Ocho, Boba Fett, the guys on board the Executor, Dengar even, like, I would have fucking used the shit out of them. I would have bought them day one. But they don't. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Oh,
but
they're for new Boba. They're for Boba and Fennec with Asajj, and then you take Zuckus and Forlom with her. That was in the dev post, which unfortunately was a very long-winded way to get around to character kits, but that's their intended use, is to be on that particular squad when it's all said and done. The Aura singing thing was kind of a red herring.
Can I just say to Grundy in the chat, that's a beautiful story, dude. Like that's lovely, brother. I'm glad you did that, dude. Yeah,
I'm glad that you did that.
For me, Forlom and Zuckus was not an interesting team, but they did have an arrow battle, and that for me was enough incentive for me to like listen. I put out a video recently on this, right? And I stand by my guns on this. If CG are changing the game right now when it comes to legendary units, and if I all of a sudden have to start wailing on error levels for marquee units in order to unlock Journey Guide units that come out, or wait 6 months plus, I'm not waiting on marquees no more. Do you know what I mean? Like, Maul is coming to the game, right? Maul is coming to the game, and we can unlock him at 4 stars, error level 45 on our characters. But if the 7-star unlock requires me to get level 70, 75, 85, 95 characters, where I'm expected to pay an extra $100 per character to unlock the legendary unit day one, I'm not doing it. Like, that's fucking dumb, bro.
I'm using Kylo Ren original for a while because I'm not gonna have Maul till like next year.
Exactly.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, no, you'll have Maul. You'll have
we'll have him like 5 stars instead of 7, which is basically
with Relic
useless.
Delta, you can't
Let's
use
be real.
that.
It's basically useless.
Sort of. You can still kind of. I mean, Relic 5 gets you to at least, or 5-star gets you to
Relic 5 in the New World.
Relic 5, yeah. 6-star is for Relic 6. No,
but I mean, like,
7 the 7-star? I don't remember. Anyways, the point of the matter is that I agree. If
they can't change the deal.
Well,
I mean, they can, but they shouldn't.
We have altered the deal.
If the Maul event cost it requires more than Relic level 70 to unlock, they've made a mistake. Because Relic 70 should be achievable with 7-star unlock throughout the normal course of the event, right?
Yeah.
Like if you get 7 stars, you should get enough of the Xeric materials to get everybody to Relic to era level 70 by the time the event unlocks. That should be the case. If it's 75, I don't like that at all because it now is a money gate. You cannot get to 75 without spending that extra $15 a character minimum.
Wouldn't shock me if it's going to be 80.
Well, but that's the thing is if it gets beyond that, then I think that's when you full on riot on CG and you just go, this is the dumbest shit you ever could have done because you were now like that was. It was
Balin were both Relic 7s, and I know it's a different structure, but like
Yeah.
It
I
wouldn't
agree.
shock me if it was 80.
No, it wouldn't shock me either. But that's the thing is like the incentive to go to 95 has to be something besides the journey character. Like these are things that I'm working on putting on as feedback, but I'm trying to hold off to get more experience with the new era system before I go criticize everything that in 2 weeks. It's like, oh yeah, well, after a bug fix / whatever else, this has been fixed or addressed, or we're getting more things. But like this is the point I brought up to them, or I want to bring up to them, is that the reason to take things level era 95 it's to benefit investment. So if you're going to whale out and you're going to go to 95 by the end of it, give me additional runs of the smugglers event. Give me a premium bonus that comes back around. Make a era battle that only arrives for people that get level 95. Make make the era challenges.
Are you
only
telling me that
available
Relic 6 characters is not enough for you, Garth?
Yeah, well, but honest
Why
to
stop
God,
at 6?
95 needs to be Relic level 8 minimum, R9 ideal. It is a premium cost. Now, the thing that I can't figure out yet, and the part that it's part of the reason why I'm holding out on, is I want to see the decline in cost needed to go from level 1 to level 65 or level 70. Essentially, we know that's the end of free to play is level 70, and free to play is relevant because it's free to play plus 7-starring the character week 1. But
free to play is 65, and then
you could
free-ish to play.
No.
Free-ish to play is 70.
In theory, could get a 7-star unlock for free.
You could theoretically, but not unlikely.
All 6 of them. No. But yeah. But anyways, I'm not trying to go down too much on that road. But I want to see where that cost drops off, because we know from 71 to 95, that's about $130 a character, not including the era currency that you need. We don't know how much that's going to increase as you go up as well. So we're somewhere between about $130 to $150 a character to go from 71 to 95 per character. And that's what it costs to basically do an R9 with the pack they just released today with the Relic Duality pack. You buy one for 100, you get the other one for 50% off. I'm like, so why the hell are you pricing this out at R6? It's not worth it at R6. And then there's nothing else. The Era Challenge battle caps out at 75. And if that remains consistent over the course of the event, it's a great investment to go to 75, but it's not a great investment to go beyond 75. So you're going to stop there and just kind of stall out on the leaderboard and take your rewards as you go. But you get that extra, 2,500 era currency every other week. And so you'll take it and run. But there's not enough incentive to go to 95 for what they're pricing it out as. I get for newer accounts that Relic level 6 is more enticing because you do not have the mats to go to Relic 6 for free like I do.
Well,
but
I mean,
if you,
even I can go to Relic 6 for free. I can take some to Relic 8 for free.
But any veteran players are going to have that. So the value's not there. That's my only point, is like, if you want the people to value Era level 95, there's got to be more with it. Like we need either premium titles, premium portraits, premium, you get to run smugglers, one of the smuggler runs additionally once every, after the era is over. You get era battles that come out for the era,
I was
going to say,
like, era challenges should have an era level 95 that gives something really significant, like fucking significant to reward.
The problem with that is that era level 95 is going to be impossible to a degree until enough Zurich materials come out. So you can start with that.
And that doesn't happen until Inquisitor Barris, right? So
I think so. Yeah, for the most part.
She's the one that gives the most. Her and Vader give the most Zarek. Everybody else gives like fuck all.
Yeah, so there's no particular reason to get buck wild with it in a matter of speaking. And so again, it's just one of those things where I don't have enough of a picture, but for right now, for what I can tell you is they're not incentivizing the spending enough besides Relic 10. And even then it's not worth it. We've gone down the rabbit hole before of Relic 10 is fun, but it's not moving the needle on a lot of different
Not yet.
areas.
No. They're obviously
Not
going to
yet.
introduce the areas in which Relic 10 will give you value. Like that's because they've said it in their own announcement post, right? They said for us to have vertical progression, we need a handful of things. One is you need to have availability of the relic progression or the vertical progression. You need to have the challenge of vertical progression. So they need to introduce game modes essentially that say you need to be this tall to go on this ride, which is basically you need to be relic 10. And then they need to give the reward, which is if you've got the relic 10 characters, you get this, right? This is the payoff. Right now, all we have got is here's the challenge. You can go to Relic 10. There's no challenge for Relic 10. Relic Delta being a thing is not a challenge. Like Relic Delta being in the game and beating characters below, that is not the reward. That's not the payoff. Right now, all we have is you can do it. We don't have the you need to do it, and we don't have here's the reward for you doing it. Those two things are going to be coming next year. With the next era, I guarantee it. We're going to see you need Relic 10 to engage in this game mode, this event, and there's going to be you get this huge reward as a consequence.
Well, and that's the thing is it's one of the ideas I'm working on building a framework for pitching towards CG on is there needs to be an event after, like there needs to be a trivial dumb obtainable item in game. Let's say a title. Let's just call it a title where you are the era and of the anniversary champion, which means you've got every single thing from the era to era level 95. And then they implement a game mode in the next era that launches during the era challenges week that can only be you can only play if you have that title.
Well,
and that's you need some form to incentivize the spending.
What if it is as simple as, you know how if you're in Kyber, you've got a border around your profile picture? That's like a blue, right? What if you've whaled to 95? You've got like an animated border that's like glowing and electric and shines and all this sort of like, fucking neuron poking stuff. You're like, oh, look how shiny I am because I've whaled shitloads of money. And like you said, what if there's a new game mode that launches that says, oh, everybody that has hit this threshold, you get to engage in this new reward structure that gives you X, Y, and Z, and it will give you like a free Relic 9 at the end of it. It's like gives you the materials to Relic 9 a character by the end, because you've done that. Like, obviously, people who don't whale will complain. But at least it encourages that. I need to pee. I need to go pee.
All I'm trying to get at more than anything is that they have not incentivized taking characters to era level 95 enough yet. Like, if as it sits right now, with where we know everything's supposed to land, I do not see a reasonable reason as to why I want to progress past era level like 75 to 80. Because 75 is the Gear 13 unlock. Everything beyond that, I've got thousands of carbonite circuit boards, bronzium, wiring, chromium, and erodium, and all that stuff. I don't care about that cost to get to Relic 5 or 6. I don't see that an advantage in not having to spend on that. And now, granted, that's from a veteran player's and a whale's perspective. But at the same time, if you want those players to be engaging into your new pay structure, then there needs to be an incentive. And right now, the answer is not R6.
No, and it's weird that like at the beginning, R6 seemed fine, but with all that you need to get there, it's like no way.
For me, I've already said I'll be getting to. I think I've worked it out at about 75 per one. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to bother past that. It's like, okay, so maybe Vader will go higher because it'll be whatever is left over. But other than that, okay, I've got the old relic.
Well, the thing of it is, Yeah, you cannot go past level 71 without spending real cash.
Nope, it's impossible.
That is.
No, well, you
that is a
can't go
hard
past
lock.
70. 70 is the cap before you start spending.
Well, that's
After
right. Yeah.
that.
You can't go past level 70. You can't get to level 71 without spending
Yeah.
real cash
Mhm.
in the game. And so if they want to drag that as a feature and not a bug, which again is fine, they're getting a level 70. I guess we talked about this earlier. It annoys me that 7-star in a character, which is, usually about $130
Yeah, that's the average.
within that first week, only gets you 5 more levels on your era progress. It doesn't even get you a gear 13 character.
And more importantly to me, like that 7-star investment gives you zero benefit, realistically speaking, in Colosseum at all.
Well, yes, no, it does give you benefit. Especially with the new system, it does give you a lot more benefit. You're able to do more at a 7-star than you do
materially, though. That's the problem.
No, well, the problem with that is then literally RNG. Do you resist the stun? Do you resist the speed down?
Let me put it this way. The very first marquee that comes out in a new era, if you've got a 6-star character, day 1, level 5, you are not materially going to be anybody that is level 7, 8, 9, or 10. Yes, you could drop crystals and you could get yourself to level 15. But if you are 6 stars, you're not going to beat someone that has got 3 or 4 more levels than you. No matter what the RNG is. And that's the stupid part.
I would preface that with the unfortunate is that most of our testing of that particular interface is in a mechanic that doesn't exist anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we get IG and you get them a 6-star, in theory, you should be doing better than other people who are a lower star level, but the same era level as that character.
Yeah, no, you will. Absolutely you will. But it doesn't offset the people that have spent far less just for era levels. No. For example, I could spend $130 on stars. If somebody spent $10 on levels, they will get much better performance in Colosseum. And that's the issue. Like,
that's just the way it is.
Exactly.
The one for
Things
me
will
is
never be the same.
The one for me at the top of my shard, you've got somebody that's 58 or 59, but he's 4 stars. And like, I'm at 7 stars, and it's just like, I can't even keep up with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've got a 7-star Stormtrooper Luke, but I'm level 20. I can't even stay in the top 60.
They literally shit the bed on that particular mechanic. Is that stars got you nothing, and era levels are the end all be all, right? Like, the era levels are stars can help you spread a couple era levels, but not enough. It will be one of those things where, as the era progresses and the more marquees release, you will perform better at 7 stars, era level 65, than those who have a 4-star era level 65. That will be correct. But
this is also
the shitty
why
part is the short term is that it will not be.
Yeah, and this is why I was a proponent of we should be front loading levels. Because stars are essentially just a stat multiplier for everything else on the character. So having a multiplier at a level 1 is fuck all. But having a multiplier on a level 40 character is exponentially better. Which is why if the original character doesn't come in at level 5 but comes in at level 25, having a 6-star character matters so much more than it does at level 5. So I think this is why I'm encouraging CG to be like, let's front load those levels, because one, for everybody that's not whaling, it feels like they're getting some benefit because they're having higher level abilities to use. And those that have whaled on the character have got a higher multiplier so they don't feel like they're getting fucked over by people that have not spent any money on error levels and not spent any money on star levels. So maybe it's me being like fucking blinkered here, but I feel like if somebody is whaled, they should be getting a benefit, even if it's not directly on error levels. If I've spent $130 on a character, I should definitely be outperforming people that haven't spent anything. Like,
well, the only thing I can say about that is that I feel like what CG felt like the advantage of stars was going to be was your unlock requirements.
Yeah,
for
at the late
Scooter
at
Mall.
the end.
But that's 12 weeks of getting punched in the dick to be rewarded for that initial $130 investment per marquee. And so that's my only issue. And you look at the grand scheme of things, it's like they definitely did not think that. Again, I cannot understand this enough as to why they made the beginning experience so negative. Like, I get at the end, it'll been worth it to wail on the characters. It'll be worth it to be a few error levels higher. It'll be worth it at the end of everything to be at that metric. But the beginning of it is like, yeah, but you know, if I just spend $20 more than you, I'm going to perform better than you for the first 3 to 4, 5, maybe 6 weeks of the era.
Exactly.
And,
which is weird.
And you've spent way more than me, but I'm in that leader bracket of the top, 30 to 60 or top.
I've got more relic 10s. I get more lightspeed tokens than you because instead of spending on shards, I spent on error levels.
Yeah.
At the start.
And that I feel is ludicrous and I don't understand it. But on the other side of the coin here is I have to go cook dinner. So I will catch you fools.
What are you making for dinner,
later.
Kath?
We're having ribeye steaks with a potato dish that my wife didn't expound upon beyond that. I believe some form of stuffing. I believe either green beans or asparagus. And then one other thing, I think.
Are you having dessert, Kath?
Oh, yeah. We've got pumpkin pie and ice cream.
Nice.
Ah, see, I've never tried pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin in general.
You're not missing out.
Really? Oh.
You don't like sugar that's flavored orange?
Orange is
flavor's
not a
the wrong
flavor.
color. The color. It's a color orange. It's orange flavored sugar. No.
I think that there's just a superior
Orange colored
pumpkin
sugar.
dish.
Listen, pumpkin
There's a
pie in the
superior pumpkin
UK does
dish.
not exist. Okay, there's no such thing as pumpkin pie in the UK.
To be fair, pumpkin pie for me comes down to it's like 5% how good the filling is and 95% how good the pie crust is.
Right, I
Because
was
that's a
about to say
good
same
point. The
thing.
pie crust
Yeah.
makes all the
Homemade
difference.
pie crust trumps that store brand.
The pie crust is the end all be all. If you've got a great pie crust, and if you can add more pie crust, like doing a lattice over the top of a pumpkin pie, oh my god, it's so good. I don't know why the pie crust
like-
makes a difference on a pumpkin pie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
It's like Ezra Bridger on the Ahsoka team.
Yeah, without it, it's dog shit.
Exactly.
Very accurate.
The UK has plenty of disgusting food. I'm not arguing that. I've never once said
Beans
that
on
UK
toast,
doesn't.
you dumb cunts.
Beans on toast is good. It is good.
Dude, I think people are overly critical of British food because they have this
'cause it's easy.
misconception
Not
of
because it's
what British
wrong,
food actually
it's
is.
easy. Yeah, no, it's just because it's easy. It's such a foreign concept in America to have basically a beans for breakfast, unless it's like some sort of like chili. But even it's not very common, so it's easy to dismiss it as that shouldn't be breakfast food. But but on the other hand, in America, we're like, what's breakfast food? 200 grams of sugar and nothing else, but it's breakfast. So
Yeah,
I don't know
baby.
if you should take our perspective on culinary cuisine, because it's like, well, if there's enough sugar on it, it's a breakfast food.
Yeah. And there's a
any-
family-sized serving that's got 300 grams of sugar.
Yeah. But you should probably eat that by yourself and not worry about feeding anybody else in your house.
Heart disease
worry
isn't a thing. It's okay.
No.
Don't worry
But
about it.
anyways,
guys.
I
Bye,
do have
Kath.
to run,
Love
so I'll
you.
catch you guys later.
Enjoy
I
your
too have
dinner,
to
buddy.
run.
You guys have a good one.
I too have to run. Scribe,
Okay.
you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Thank you for
Dar,
joining
you
tonight,
are a
brother.
poet, and Wamprat, it was lovely to meet you,
Oh.
pal.
Nice
Well,
to meet
there's
you.
a-
Deeks, you're a real one.
Yes, yes.
That I am real. Don't forget it.
And
Never
yeah,
will.
and he's definitely not meathead as well, which is a thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You-
And then
we
there
do.
were 3, and there are 3 on the plus counter. Now, you did want me to do 3 shots earlier. I could still do those 3 shots.
Now, listen, bro. We never let a man drink alone. That's the motto. No man drinks alone. No man is an island.
Just another reason why I love you.
Oh, exactly. So I'll quite happily do a shot. I'll quite happily do a shot. Let me pour one up.
Unfortunately, I've got no alcohol in the bloody hotel room, so yeah.
Well, yeah, fuck those guys, Wump. Fuck those guys.
We'll cover you, Womp. We know you're good for it.
Yep.
Oh, Hevorius, I am not threatening.
Hey, don't worry. Next weekend, I am to a distillery the other day. I have a very nice bottle of whiskey at home
Uh-huh.
and a very nice bottle of gin at home. I will be drinking both.
Good.
Nice.
But not neat, hopefully. One does not drink gin neat.
You kidding, right?
Gin deserves to have a nice tonic, lots of ice, and some lime.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
all that neat?
Yeah. So anyway, are you ready, gentlemen? I know you're not on camera, so I can't tell. But I
ready.
know Womp you can't drink because there's nothing in your hotel. Because fuck those guys. But Yechid is what I will say.
Yeah, get.
Oh, yahoo! Ah, manalawaraba. Okay, cool. Yep. Yep.
Now, I will have to go soon because I've got to wake by about 8 a.m. because I've got to be train station for 10 a.m.
Listen,
to
brother.
get home.
Don't let this stream hold you up. Don't let the stream hold you up. We are literally just chilling at this point. It's been a fun night. We've had an enjoyable night. We might not have hit a 15 bomb tonight, but we hit an 11 bomb, and that's pretty close. It's pretty close. So Kadar is never threatening Hevorius. Kadar, you've never threatened me,
I mean,
right?
I'm not threatening on stream, but if we're playing Magic the Gathering and I have a certain deck out, Hevorius is very familiar with how threatening I could be with that
Okay,
deck.
well, I mean, that's slightly different, though. That's slightly different.
No, it's it's context. It's an important thing, and in this particular context of stream, I am not threatening at all.
No, exactly. It's funny that we haven't had Meathead show up, though.
Yeah, it is slightly suspicious.
It is a little suspicious.
Oh, that joke's never going to go away, is it?
No, you're never going to live that one down, buddy.
Really
He sounds pretty threatening.
This is where, in a second, Meathead appears and Kadar vanishes, and we don't know where he's gone.
Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
rule of 2. I wouldn't say it's tired of dealing with the Fallout Vein fiasco, because I wouldn't really call it any sort of Fallout. It's just a long-running joke at this point that we all get some laughs out of.
Yeah, let's call it a joke. Yeah.
See what I mean?
That's
It's
what
also
we'll
a
go
working
with.
theory, but
Yeah, no, it's got a lot of things. It's a multifaceted thing, you know?
Yeah.
I enjoy the laughs it provides.
Oh, mate. Okay, cool. I think we'll call it an evening then. It's been fun, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate your time this evening.
Always happy to be here.
We will be live again next Friday. Is probably the next time I'll be joining the group VC, and of course you're all welcome to join. But for now, I will bid you adieu. Good night, and have a nice weekend, everybody. See you all very soon.
Yeah,
yep. See you all soon, guys.